Good Thursday evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grider Stadium in Tullahoma, Tennessee, the site of the Region 4 3A baseball tournament. And we've got a good one on tap for you here tonight as the Lawrence County Wildcats take on the Upperman Bees. I'm Noah McKim, the call here in the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Thrilled to be joined by my friend Jacob Vinson on a beautiful day for high school baseball. The weather has finally gotten away from us after a few days of ugly weather. We're back on the diamond. We've got a good one on tap as the Bees take on the Wildcats. Juju Yano on the mound for the Bees, and he's had a very good season. We'll tell you about it coming up after the starting lineups. First for the Lawrence County Wildcats, who will bat 1 through 9 like this. Leading things off is the shortstop, Jack Emerson. Batting second, the left fielder, Alex Bedford. Batting third is the center fielder, Isaiah Bentley. Batting fourth is the designated hitter, Truett Kidd. Batting fifth, the first baseman, TJ Gobble. Batting sixth is the second baseman, Caden Smith. Batting seventh, the pitcher, Andrew Kidd. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Cole Schultz. And batting ninth is the right fielder, Kason Smith. Cutler Cope is catching tonight. He's being hit for by Truett Kidd. As we mentioned, their opponent on the mound is Juju Yano. One of the key cogs of the Upperman rotation this year is Wes Shanks has bona fide 3 number ones that all present something different. With Juju Yano, Caden Shanks, and Wyatt Curtis, it is Juju on the mound in this one. And so far this season, he has pitched in 41 1/3 innings. This is his 7th start. He is 4-1. He's allowed 34 hits, 18 runs, only 12 of them earned, 55 strikeouts to 20 walks, a 1.895 earned run average. And as we get into tonight's game presented by the South Willow Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant, Jacob, Juju, he's been very good on the mound for Coach Shanks. They need a good outing as they try to open up this region tournament and stay in the winner's bracket.
Absolutely. Again, the region changed just last year. Obviously, before that, you had to win this first game. You don't have to win this first one, but it definitely makes it a lot easier coming up this weekend whenever you'd either be playing for the region title on Saturday or you'd be playing in that loser's bracket side of things. So, and it all starts off with Juju Yano, who has been absolutely tremendous this year. He was good in the district tournament in their first win against DeKalb County on that Friday game, which seems like so long ago now, obviously almost a week ago now, but and that was the last time that Juju Yano was able to go. He was really good for 6 innings. They pull him and bring on Alec Wilson. They were able to get the job done 8-3 in that one, and we were kind of talking about it on the way up here, what a luxury it is to have 3 really solid starting pitchers, and for Coach Shanks, you kind of have to decide where you want to pitch them at. Now, the good thing is Lawrence County, they threw their number 1 on Tuesday because that was a must-win game in coming out of the bottom side of the bracket in 8 AAA, so they will not have to face their number 1, at least today, as he pitched on Tuesday, unable to go today with this game being moved up. And so, like you said, trying to get off to a good start here in the region tournament.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts. You mentioned they did play baseball on Tuesday. That allowed Lawrence County to punch their ticket into this region tournament. They were the 3 seed out of the regular season, the runners-up in the District 8 AAA tournament, but they had to burn their best arm, Kason Smith. This tournament gets moved up a day to Thursday and Saturday as opposed to Friday and Saturday. We believe that's on the request of DeKalb County. So we are here tonight. That takes Kason Smith out, changes it up. Still a good arm going for Lawrence County, but Upperman ready to go. Haven't played in several days after their remainder of their tournament got canceled. Them and DeKalb County, of course, advance out. They were the last 2 teams, and they said, hey, forget about it. The weather's too bad, and just move on to the region tournament. Will that play a factor when it comes to the lack of rhythm, perhaps? We'll have to wait and see, but we're set for action here tonight in Tullahoma.
One thing to watch out for on this field here at Grider Stadium, beautiful field. It is wet. In the outfield, it is extremely wet. They did not let them warm up in the outfield. Only one spot to take fly balls to try to save it a little bit. It is really, really wet in the outfield particularly.
I was down there earlier, standing water, and here we go as Juju Yano toes the rubber against Jack Emerson. First pitch across at the knees. First strike 1 for Yano. Burst onto the scene last year as a relief pitcher, and then, of course, as the starter in that pivotal game in the state tournament. Complete game victory. Since then, you can't take him out of the rotation. This one's ripped over a long way for Chris Worsting to go. And a leadoff single for Jack Emerson as Lawrence County puts a little bit of pressure on with a runner at first and nobody out for Alex Bedford. A Lawrence County team, they've got a good record, 22-13. Not a murderer's row schedule, but they have that good record. They've been competitive, especially when Smith's been on the mound. They don't have him today, but they want to jump out early against this Upperman team.
Yeah, I've had a kind of an up-and-down season. Started the year 9-1, and then the next 10 games, they lost 8 of those 10 games, so kind of up and down as the season went on.
Lots of speed over at first for Emerson, but of course rookie Allison behind the dish for Upperman as that fastball misses outside. Yano will bounce between 82-85 with the fastball to the right hand, mix in the slider off of it. We'll tell you about the defensive alignment for the Bees coming up momentarily as Alex Bedford stands back in here ahead 1-0 after the leadoff single for Jack Emerson. Yano out of the stretch, kicks and deals. That one closer, but still missed. 2-0. Catching the balls and strikes behind the dish is rookie Allison. Alec Wilson starts at first, Chris Worsing at second, Caden Shanks is at short, and Carson Shoup is the third baseman. Evan Huddleston in left, Carson Holroyd in right, and Justin Fowling, quarterback center field for the Bees. Yano kicks and deals the 2-0. Struggling to find the zone early, 3-0. And for Yano, it's all about the location. He's typically very accurate. Not a ton of walks this season, just 20. But he's staring right at a 3-0 count to a good hitter in Alex Bedford.
Yeah, this is where he has been really good this season, pounding the strike zone and really pinpointing his pitches.
Yano going to throw over to first. Runner back in plenty of time is Emerson. They clearly tarped the infield here. The dirt's in good shape, but the outfield, as you hit on, lots of water out there. It's standing water in spots. The 3-0 from Yano. This one is swung on and sent way up into the air. Into foul territory. Shoup tries to give it a run, but it's going to get out of play. Beautiful ballpark here at Tullahoma. The field, they don't have the dimensions up. Average size, I would say. It's certainly not as big as the park in Baxter is, but not maybe as small as Livingston, so somewhere in between the two for your Upper Cumberland references.
Ton of foul territory, though, especially kind of jutting out towards the on-deck circles.
Very big backstop as well behind home plate. Runner takes his lead. Emerson, a 3-1 pitch coming to Bedford. Yano delivers that one, looking for the slider, and Lawrence County's in business early with runners at first and second, and nobody out for the 3-hole hitter, Isaiah Bentley.
Yeah, this is exactly what the Wildcats are looking for, and again, coming into this one, taking on Upperman, the number 1 seed out of 7 AAA, and you said it too. These teams, and you'll see it with DeKalb County in the second game tonight, have not played since Saturday, whereas Lawrence County played just a couple of days ago.
Talked to Coach Wes Shanks earlier. He told me about the perfect world scenario. This is not the start he wanted for that scenario as the first pitch is swung on, sent up into foul territory. Rookie Allison gives chase into foul territory. He's under it and makes the catch for out number 1. That's a tough play against the setting sun for rookie Allison and a big out number 1 for Juju Yano.
Well, we just talked about the foul territory and how many chances you're going to get on pop-ups just like that one. There's a lot in Baxter. There's more specifically to that spot where that ball was just hit. In Baxter, that might hit the net. Here, though, you have a chance at catching it.
Now big hitter Truett Kidd, the DH, and he has one job in this game, and it's to hit. Stands into the right side batter's box. With Yano out of the stretch, see if that out settles him in a little bit. Lots of noise coming from that Lawrence County dugout here. 4:30 start time, the last full week of school across the state as that one catches the outside corner for strike number 1.
Yeah, of course, for the Bees, they haven't been in school for the last couple of days with the weather the way that it has been.
For Coach Shanks, the perfect scenario is Julian Yano staying under 55 pitches and Wyatt Curtis coming in relief and staying under 55 pitches. To have both of them available, the extra day in between changes up the rest, and if you played it right and things went your way, you could get away with having both of them on Saturday, but that's the perfect world scenario. We'll see what happens as this one's rolled over. Taylor made, Worsing bobbles it, does flip to second in time for the out. So the freshman stays with it to get the second out. Now runners at the corners on the fielder's choice. And Lawrence County's 5-hole hitter, the multi-sport athlete T.J. Gobble, will try and strike first.
Now we see T.J. Gobble on the basketball court, so he'll come in here on the baseball diamond as well. First and third, and still a good opportunity here for the Wildcats. And if you're Yano, work around a little bit of this trouble, get some of that confidence going in the latter innings.
So Bedford out on the fielder's choice. Kidd reaches first. Emerson moves over to third. That was a tough bouncing play to Worsing. He's kind of the utility player, plays everywhere. Had a chance at 2, but made the right decision. Just flip over for 1. And Yano going to step off, checks both ways.
And he's been paying attention to the runners early on in this one. Of course, when you got the catcher that you do, that always helps too.
See how aggressive they are trying to take second here with a DH over there at first. Good fastball in for strike 1. Best pitch so far for Julian Yano.
Yeah, it's exactly where rookie Allison was set up at, right on that outside black and able to pinpoint it with the fastball across.
Healthy lead. A couple of steps over there at first for Kidd. Yano going to deliver to Gobble. God, chasing that one in the dirt, and now Yano, after struggling early, starting to look like Juju Yano again, ahead 0-2. Big series of pitches coming here.
That's a big block by rookie Allison as well. You mentioned it. Big backstop would have been enough room there for Emerson to score from third if it gets past.
Here comes the 0-2 from Yano. Kicks and deals. Swung on, fouled back, and Gobble stays alive. Will do it again. With 2 outs, runners at the corners here. Of course, the site flips every year. Last year, Upperman hosted the tournament this year. Got to go on the road here to District 8. They were here 2 years ago. They didn't like what happened. They liked the end result of the season. The 0-2 again. Bounces in, gets away from Allison, and this will allow a run to score on the wild pitch. Lawrence County strikes first. It's 1-0 Wildcats.
And I just mentioned how big of a block it was on the previous pitch by rookie Allison. That time he had no chance at it. Bounced too far out in front of him. And now that run across could be a really important one for the Wildcats.
Kid moves over to second. They're looking for run support. Mentioned don't have their number one going. Upperman's hitting the stuffing off the ball right now. And that'll help them out. Familiar script for Upperman, though. They've been down in a lot of games early this year, including a lot of district games, which they've roared back to win. Now Gobble with a 1-2 count. Yano delivers. Call! Strike three. The Birdies Lounge strike out on the fastball on the outside corner. First of the outing for Yano, but Lawrence County does some damage. 1-0 Wildcats. It'll be Fallon, Shanks, and Worsing due up when we come back. This is Upperman Baseball in the Region 4 3A tournament, presented by Nick's Restaurant and the Southwell Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Welcome back as we head to the bottom of the first. Lawrence County strikes first on a wild pitch, allowing a runner to come across and score. 1-0 Wildcats, and they will give the ball to the tall right-hander Andrew Kidd. He's on the mound getting in his final warm-up pitches. He'll face an Upperman lineup that bats 1 through 9 like this in Swallows Insurance starting lineups. Leading things off, the Tennessee Tech commit Justin Fallon. He'll be followed up by the Lipscomb signee Caden Shanks. Batting third, the second baseman is Chris Worsing. Batting cleanup, the third baseman Carson Shute. Batting fifth is the catcher rookie Allison. Batting sixth, the first baseman Alec Wilson. Batting seventh, the pitcher Juju Yano. Batting eighth, the right fielder is Carson Holroyd. And batting ninth, the left fielder Evan Huddleston. We mentioned it is the Tech commit. Justin Fallon striding in, and these 1, 2, 3 at the top of this order are blisteringly hot at the plate. Fallon among them, batting well over 400 on the campaign. Stands in here. Perhaps he would love to tie the game quickly. He's already had one leadoff home run this season. As the first pitch in from Kidd misses up and in for ball one.
Yeah, last outing for Kidd was the opening game of the AAA tournament. He went 5 innings in that game against Giles County. They won it 7-4. He gave up the 4 runs on 4 hits, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts.
1-0 from Kidd. That one misses outside. Missed in and out. That gets a groan from the Lawrence County fans. 2-0. It was out. We met our friends, some of our Lawrence County friends, during the region basketball tournament. The 2-0, that one up and in. Ball 3. Justin Fallon way ahead with a ton of speed. They were very animated in that basketball tournament. I can anticipate the same happening again here in this one. The 3-0 coming here to Fallon. Kidd delivers, and that one's right down Main Street for strike one.
Yeah, Fallon was ready for the high waters out there in the outfield today. Those high pants and the stirrups.
He breaks them out sometimes. It's not every game, but this one's one of them. The 3-1, that one. 3-2, and now the Lawrence County fans aren't so mad as they get that call in on the hands. It was close. And now from 3-0, we run full in a big early high leverage situation. Kidd quickly delivers in. That one does miss inside. Ball 4. You can groan about that one. That one was nearly hitting him. Ball 4. He heads down to first, and now here comes Mr. Baseball. Caden Shanks striding in. The premier high school baseball player in the Upper Cumberland with a ridiculous stat line. 452 on the season, 8 doubles, 9 triples, 4 homers, 30 RBIs, and 19 walks. That doesn't even get into the work he's done on the mound. And against one of the toughest, if not the toughest, 3A schedule in the state, he stands in with a runner at first and nobody out. And if he hasn't become the favorite for the award, I don't know what you want.
He's been ripping the cover off the ball just in the last couple of weeks as well as That one misses for ball one. And he was hitting below 400, which obviously isn't bad. It was still high 300s, but he has catapulted up into this around 450
He's
zone.
launched 50 points in the last 2 weeks or so. Of course, the eye-popping number is the 9 triples. Now he shows bunt, and he was trying for it. That's a strike across 1-1.
Well, the third baseman over there playing way back.
Got to respect the power, of course, of Shanks. Fallon with plenty of speed at first. See if they test the catcher behind the plate. Cutler Cope catching the balls and strikes. Healthy lead. That's a good breaking ball in there for strike 2. And now a 1-2 count. And we've seen a lot of times this year, first time through the order for Upperman, not always the prettiest thing in the world. It's the second and third time where they really swing the bat well. They, of course, want to change that, trailing 1-0 here.
Yeah, it's that fifth inning in particular. They really take it to their opponents.
Here comes the 1-2 into Shanks. That one bounces in. Good block by Cope. Evens us up at 2 with Fallon at first. Nobody out in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, in Lawrence County, they were able to manufacture that run with the ball getting past the catcher. Again, nothing rookie Allison could do on that one that was in the dirt, but a good block that time.
2-2, looking for that breaking ball again. Misses outside, and the second straight hitter to open up the game where we run full in the bottom half here at 3-2.
Yeah, probably not exactly what Kidd was looking for 2 batters in, as he has already risen that pitch count up.
3-2 payoff pitch coming to Caden Shanks. That fastball bounces in, and Fallon takes off, but he will not be able to make it to third. Throw down, though, dangerous, and didn't have enough juice on it to get over the head of the third baseman. And Upperman in business. Back-to-back walks to lead off the game. Runners at first and second for the freshman phenom Chris Worsing to stand in. Guess where he's batting? Right about 400 on the campaign. Rounding out this lethal 1-2-3 for Upperman. And you can tell you've got the senior at first, the junior at second, and now the freshman right there at home plate.
And then you got Carson Shoup cleaning it up, who he's an older guy, but newer this year coming in and really swinging the bat well in the cleanup spot.
Worsing batting .406 on the campaign with 25 runs batted in. Of course, tons of singles this year as he flares this one out of play foul. Is that the first time an Upperman hitter has swung?
I think so.
It is.
It is.
In 3 batters. 0-1.
Well,
here.
other than the bunt.
Other than the bunt, a full swing.
The
First
offered
full
bunt.
swing there. Wind picking up a little bit here, but the
Feels
flag
good.
in center field is not moving. So
Kind of blocked
ask
off
your
by the
meteorologist.
trees.
There's that one. Great breaking ball across for strike 2. And Worsing goes behind 0-2 as Kidd tries to battle in. We saw Lawrence County get runners at first and second with nobody out. Only got 1 run. They love to match or even do better than that here in the bottom half. Here comes the 0-2 to Worsing. Kidd with a couple of looks back to Fallon. Now he will deliver. This one's barreled over. Could be a double play. Second baseman fields cleanly. Throw to second for 1. Throw to first is low and gets away, and we're tied. On the throwing error, Worsing advances over to second. Fallon scores, and it's 1-1.
Well, that's exactly what you're looking for. You're just trying to make some damage, and that's exactly what Worsing was able to do. Hit it hard right side. Good flip to second to get Caden Shanks, but unable to get the good throw to first base. Worsing able to leg it out, and Fallon able to be aggressive on the base path and score to tie it up.
Fielder's choice in an E6 allows Upperman to score 1-1, and here comes Carson Shoup. Talk about the difference there. You'd have a runner at third with 2 outs. Now it's a runner at second with 1 out in a tie game. And we talk all the time in big playoff games the importance of eliminating the deficit in a hurry. They do it here. Now Carson Shoup, who is swinging a good bat to your point, stands in. And remember, it feels like a long time ago. First couple of weeks of the season, he kept him afloat at the plate while the big bats were struggling. And now he's worked his way back up to the cleanup spot. First pitch breaking ball. He goes after it, sends it way up and out of play, and it's 0-1.
He was the first person that was able to sit back on that breaking ball. That's a really good breaking ball that Kidd has, and it's got most of these Upperman hitters to kind of freeze on it early on.
Live on the main UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel tonight is the 0-1 fastball. Shoup barrels this one up a little bit, sends it foul, and now Kidd goes ahead. It's 0-2. We will be live again coming up, 7 o'clock or so first pitch. Tullahoma and DeKalb County, the Cinderella story out of the 7 AAA tournament. Punch their ticket here, and they're going to take a crack at the District 8 champions. And the 0-2 to Shoup. Fastball in the hands, and Carson Shoup is in swing mode. We'll do it again.
He's been aggressive early on, swinging at these first 3, fouling off all of them. That one a little bit early on again, trying to sit back on it. He's moved up a little bit in the box.
Rookie Allison on deck for the Bees as Kidd looks back. And Andrew Kidd kicks and deals. Breaking ball again. This one's fouled out of play. 4 straight foul balls for Carson Shoup.
And we're out of baseballs.
Well, hopefully we don't have what happened last night. Goose was at a softball game, and they only had, or 2 nights ago, clearly not last night.
Yeah, definitely not last
And
night.
they only had 1 softball left for the final game, and apparently it took a while to get through with that one. That was Monterey and Smith County.
Yes, it was.
Smith County tonight is in Baxter, but at the middle school softball field, which is not at the middle school because the high school field is obviously under a little bit of disrepair right now, but several games happening. I think it's maybe 4 games. 3 or 4 across the 7 AAA softball tournament tonight. Carson Shoup calls time.
Yeah, kid really taking his time here with Shoup at the plates, trying to make sure they get through the signs, and you got a runner on second, so you got to go through multiple.
Kid going to kick and deal to Shoup. He swings it. This one sends it up. Leaping up. He cannot make the catch. It's short. It wasn't the hardest exit velocity in the world, but it gets the job done for Carson Shoup. A good effort at short by Jack Emerson, but Upperman with runners at the corners and 1 out for rookie Allison.
Yeah, I mean, that was just kind of that little blooper, but hit hard enough just to get over the head, like you said, of Emerson there at shortstop. Horsing had to wait to see if it was going to get past him. It does. He's able to advance, and now you've got a runner over at third and just the 1 out, and rookie Allison, who has been figuring it out a little bit with the bat as well, coming to the plate.
First hit of the game for the Bees as we're tied up at 1, and Upperman trying to take the lead. Runners at the corners with 1 out, and here comes the junior catcher. This is Junior Alley with Allison, Wilson, Yano coming up. Holroyd, Huddleston, line them up. First pitch swinging for Allison. Shortstop Emerson is there. Throw to second for 1. Throw to first is in time as they got him out by half a step, and that keeps the game tied. Second chance of the inning for Lawrence County, and they do turn it that time for 2. We'll head to the second, tied up at 1. This is the Region 4 3A tournament presented by the South Willow Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseychevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best kept secret, with locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville. Delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. We head to the second after an eventful first, tied up at 1. And it's 6-7-8 due up for Lawrence County. They had 1 run on 1 hit, capitalized on a wild pitch. But after a rocky start for Juju Yano, he settled in there in the back half of that inning to look more like the Yano we saw during the regular season.
Yeah, both pitchers kind of had to settle in. Of course, it was that the wild pitch that brought home that first run for Lawrence County. And then he said it too, Upperman, they needed an answer back, and they were able to get the answer back. And albeit it was on an error in the field for Lawrence County that allowed that run to come home. Then a really good play by Lawrence County to keep it tied at 1.
You know, it's interesting. One thing we talked about a little bit during the district tournament, the record was what it was. We all understand the schedule Upperman played. This is a very experienced Upperman B baseball team, with the exception of Chris Worsing. Everybody in the lineup today has played in the state tournament and in the state championship game. That gives them a little bit of confidence, it looks like, no matter what happens. Going down early, they didn't blink there in the first to be able to handle it. This is a team, the core of which was here. I mentioned they didn't like what happened the last time the region tournament was here, got run ruled. 16-6 by Tullahoma in the region championship game. Ultimately went on to win the state championship that year. An experienced Upperman team. They're leaning on that here this time of year.
Yeah, they played here before. Of course, you mentioned they go to Lenore City, able to get the win there and move on to the state tournament and work their way through the state tournament fairly easily for the most part and get the win against Covington for that state title. But yeah, these guys are coming back here, a little bit of vengeance on their mind, hoping that they can play Tullahoma again coming up in the region title on Saturday. But, of course, it starts with beating Tullahoma's rival in Lawrence County today.
Yeah, Tullahoma and Lawrence County, they don't like each other. First pitch, fastball right there for strike 1 from Yano to go ahead 0-1.
And that was the big thing that Yano struggled with a little bit in those first couple of batters. Finding the strike zone, was able to do so later on.
There, miss. Caden Smith at the plate. Andrew Kidd behind him, and Cole Schultz due up in this half inning. So they head to the bottom half of the order here for the Wildcats. Yano's pitch. This one barreled out of play, 1-2. He ended the inning with a Birdie's Lounge strikeout, painted the black with a fastball. Looking to rattle off another one here, up to 56 on the season. And you're looking at the unquestioned number 1 next year on the mound. The 1-2. This one barreled over. Long way for Shoup to go. Fields it cleanly, and Carson Shoup deposits the throw into the glove of Alec Wilson for out number 1.
That was a good job by Carson Shoup because Kane Shanks has no chance at making that play. Shoup has to come over from his third base spot so he can cut it off, get it there quickly, and able to do so.
Andrew Kidd trying to help his own cause as he stands in here. Nobody on and 1 out. Mentioned perfect day for high school baseball.
Yes, it is.
It's 83 degrees right now. 82 just now. It's a little bit
nice
warm,
breeze in
nice
the shade.
Breeze. First pitch waved down and missed for strike 1 here in this old school park.
Yeah, it doesn't get better than this.
It feels like a minor league stadium
It is.
a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a smaller grandstands than you'd find in one of those places, but real nice. That fastball was close, but no cigar, 1-1.
Yeah, they actually had this transported in from a professional team in Alabama a long time ago and converted it into the high school stadium. Ooh.
And that was lasered at Juju Yano, who flashes the leather. Little self-preservation for out number 2.
I mean, that was going to catch him right in the middle of the abdomen, and he's able to stick the glove in there and just pretty much get in the way of it. Even if he knocks it down, he probably still makes the play. One heck of a play there by Juju Yano.
And now Cole Schultz going to stand in here, the third baseman, trying to put a little pressure on in this half inning and avoid a shutdown frame for Juju Yano. First pitch swing. This one's fouled out of play, 0-1, and now he's getting back to being ahead of hitters.
Say this feels more like a Juju Yano start now, getting ahead of these hitters, working quickly through them, getting swings, trusting his defense. Obviously, he's a pretty good defender himself.
Second baseman and shortstop, he showed it off there as that one misses outside, 1-1. Really leaning on the fastball in this half inning. Mentioned the slider that he can mix in off of it. Didn't accurately locate it in the first. Fouled off, and he's ahead again, 1-2 here of Cole Schultz.
And Schultz there, he's not going to have a chance at hitting anything on the outside part of the plate. He's immediately stepping out whenever that pitch is coming in. If Yano goes outside, he'll be able to get it past him.
Comes the 1-2. Slider got him. Strike 3. The Birdies Lounge strikeout. Second of the day for Juju Yano. And it's a shutdown 1-2-3 inning for the Upperman defense. They'll take the bats with 6, 7, 8 due up when we come back. This is the Region 4 3A tournament presented by Nick's Restaurant in the South Florida Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The PA here at Tullahoma has our old playlist from middle school. Little Iyaz. I-Y-A-Z. What, talk about a one-hit wonder. Where did he go?
That's a great question.
In this baseball game, though, it's 1-1. Upperman with the bats. Alec Wilson, Juju Yano, Carson Holroyd. And we talked about this earlier when we got the lineup. Seems like Coach Shanks, Coach Rito, Coach Strohbarger, Coach Painter, they figured out the order here over the past few games as the lineup has roared to life. And Alec Wilson will try to jumpstart bottom of the second inning rally here. First pitch is across for strike 1. Nice breaking ball, and it's been his best pitch so far.
Yeah, it really has. The fastball hasn't been great, at least pinpoint-wise, but that curveball has really been freezing the batters at least for a second.
The 0-1, this one's rolled over. More work for Emerson. He loads up. The throw to first is in time for the 6-3 putout.
And now Kidd trying to do the same thing that Juju Yano just did in the top part of the inning. Work quickly through here and might have a nice game on our hands.
Speaking of, here comes Juju Yano standing in here, and Alec Wilson tells him something about what he saw. You mentioned that breaking ball kind of freezing the hitters. You could tell it look a little unsure when it's coming out of the hands early. The first pitch into Yano from Kidd misses outside for ball 1. Tullahoma, DeKalb County coming up next. It'll be in a new stream. We'll be here for every game featuring an Upper Cumberland team in this tournament. The 1-0, that one was closer, but it missed downstairs. 2-0. I mean, it was low.
It did look good from up here, though. We're kind of raised.
True.
Looks good coming
you
in.
can see the catcher has to dip his hand down. And now Yano a little bit late on that one, sends it a long way, but foul. 2-1. It's the thing that gets me is it's a little 1-0 pitch, and the reaction was like it was Game 7.
Yeah,
of the World
1-2.
Series. That pitch comes inside, misses. Again, Yano's having to get out of the way of some baseballs early in this one, 3-1.
They got the football stadium off to our right, beyond the right field foul territory. Tremendous looking facility.
Comes the 3-1. That one's across for a strike, 3-2. Appreciate Coach Olive and the staff here at Tullahoma for having us out. We were here a lot during basketball at the end, and now
in the middle of basketball season when Pickett County came down as well.
The 3-2 payoff pitch coming here to Yano. Another full count. He sends this one on a rod into center field, ranging back, still going back, angling back, and making the catch. Making it a little harder than it needed to be, but Isaiah Bentley does make the catch for out number 2.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned how the flag is not moving out there in center field, but we can feel that wind at times kind of pushing at our back. So we think it's helping, but there is a lot of trees. You can kind of see them there in left field that block off the wind, at least coming from that direction. So when it gets up there and maybe pushing it just a little bit.
Carson Holroyd stands in here. They're calling him his brother's name. And that gets a little bit of a cheer as the first pitch fastball catches the outside corner for strike 1. It's Carson, not Caden.
Tell you what, Carson had a big hit against Stone Memorial in their last game.
He had a big hit indeed. Hit the stuffing out of the baseball on that one. The 0-1. This one's flared up into right field, ranging under it for a quick shutdown inning. And that is a fast second for both defenses. We'll head to the third, still 1-1. This is the Region 4 3A tournament presented by the Southwell Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Clint Connor is your local auctions expert. With full service from start to finish, the Exit Crossroads Auction Group are here to make the process easy for you. Visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com for more details and current auctions. Clint Connor, your local auctions expert, is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
We head to the third, still 1-1 after 2 1-2-3 innings in the second. Juju Yano back to work. He's going to face 9-1-2 in the Lawrence County order. Kaysen Smith, Jack Emerson, and Alex Bedford due up in this half. Winner of this game gets the winner of our next game, Tullahoma and DeKalb in the region championship game. Loser will have to win 2 games in a row on Saturday in order to punch their ticket to the sectional round. In that region championship game that starts at noon on Saturday, winner, they win it. They host their sub-state round. The loser will drop into the winner-take-all final game of the day at 6 o'clock that night to try and be the second team out of the region. 2 teams make it out. 2 team seasons end in the next 2 days here at Tullahoma.
Yeah, you get the win today, and then you get into that championship on Saturday. You try to get that one. You say, all right, we can kind of rest now, get ready for the sectional round, which wouldn't start until at least Wednesday the following week. Next week, I guess it would be, and you're trying to do that. Again, it's these Upperman and Tullahoma kind of the 1 and 2 right now, but we've seen the magic that DeKalb County's been playing with. This Lawrence County team has beaten Tullahoma once already this season, so everybody in this tournament absolutely has a chance.
First pitch of the inning is a great one across for strike 1, 0-1. 27 pitches now for Yano. Mention the number to watch today, the magic number 55. If he goes over, he's done for the tournament pitching. If he stays under, he'd be available on Saturday. There's that one. Misses somewhere. 1-1, maybe outside.
Yeah, and you kind of wonder, like you said, in a perfect world, you can bring Wyatt Curtis in,
rolled over. Carson Shute can't get there. Caden Shanks can't get there, and it's the second base hit of the game as the 9-hole hitter does the job. Kaysen Smith, who's the ace in the rotation as well, sets the table for Jack Emerson. He led off the game with a single and scored the only run so far for the Wildcats. He's got a runner at first and nobody out.
Yeah, but the point I was trying to make, you need some run support before you even think about pulling one of these guys out. And right now, Lawrence County trying to give their pitcher some run support here in this third inning.
Emerson, as Yano throws over, back in time is Smith, trying to catch him leaning just a little bit early on. Yano out of that stretch. Shuffle step. Emerson shows bunt. Pretty good one. It's a great one. And now it's a foul ball. That was a tremendous throw by rookie Allison. But the runner will have to go back to first. That one hit off the base. So that's why it had that really awkward spin on it. And it's strike number one. And Lawrence County's coach coming out to have a word with the umpire. He immediately waved it off as a foul ball. So it must have either hit him or the base.
Well, if it hits the base, it's a fair ball. If it hits him, it's a foul ball if he's in the box, and a lot of the Bees fans are saying he's out of the box.
Wow. We'll see. Is he out?
He's walking back to the dugout.
Right.
Yep, he is out.
He's out, so it hit him on his way out of the box. And so, runner has to go back to first as well. Smith back to first, and there's a big first out there for Juju Yano as Emerson's out.
Not too many times you see that runner's interference, and we've seen it twice now in the last really few days of games that we've called. Saw it with Ty Webb to Cab County a couple of days ago.
To the very big Alex Bedford rips that slider in there for strike one, 0-1. All of a sudden, the slider coming out to play after striking out Smith at the end of the second.
Yeah, this third inning, it kind of feels like this is where you're going to start to really feel out this ball game. One time through each of the orders, both pitchers have kind of settled in now.
Three glances, now the 0-1 fastball misses outside. Allison sticks the glove up, 1-1. Kason Smith's at first after the leadoff single, then the runner's interference. Got Emerson out. Now Bedford's at the plate. 1-1 count. Fastball sent foul and out of play. 1-2.
But again, Yano getting ahead of these batters early on in these counts, obviously with the exception of the hit already.
Yano. One glance over the shoulder so far. Runner bouncing around there. The 1-2. Slider outside. Allison behind the runner. Tag not in time. We got three umpires here, which is great to see. That helps the angles. We talk about how tough it is on a field umpire to make a call over at first. 2-2.
Yeah, you get three here from the region on, and then you get to state, and you get some more in state.
17 of them out there in the state championship. 2-2, fastball outside, and we run full. First full count of the day for Juju Yano on the mound. Bedford already walked once. He'd love to do it again here. The runner at first and one out. Bouncing around at the first base, trying to force a throw is Kason Smith, and Yano will oblige.
And if you're Lawrence County, if you're able to get this runner on, you got to take advantage of it here against this Upperman pitching staff and defense in this inning.
The 3-2 fastball barreled over. Worsen can't get there, and it's a base hit for Bedford. Runner trying to stretch it. Holwood with a throw in. It's a pretty good one, but it's offline just enough. And now, legging it out is Bedford, so he advances on the throw to second, and now Lawrence County's in business. Runners at second and third trying to regain the lead. Three-hole hitter Isaiah Bentley got a stride in.
Yeah, really smart play there by Bedford, realizing that throw going over instead of going to the cut man, and he takes advantage of it. He's running hard the whole way, gets into scoring position. Now you've got two runners in scoring position. I said it. If he gets on, you got to take advantage if you're Lawrence County in this inning right here and try to give yourself some momentum.
Deja vu in the bottom half. Upperman will have 9-1-2 due up as well, so they know they got the big bats looming. Love to take the lead back. Infield in for the Bees, and it's going to work as this one gets through, and it should be two. Just now to it is Huddleston, and a 2 RBI single for Isaiah Bentley gives Lawrence County the lead. Now a runner caught in no man's land. Throw behind him, too high, and now he's safe. And there's the lead back for the Wildcats as it's 3-1 here in the third.
Yeah, he was almost got a little too far off there, but that time they do hit the cut man, and the Bees are almost able to get the out over there at first base. But again, Lawrence County able to cash in here in this middle of the lineup, and we'll have an early visit to Juju Yano on the mound.
Coach Dalton Drombarger, the pitching coach, going to come out and have a word with Yano, who's given up in this inning a single. Then the bunt led to runners interference. Alex Bedford singled as well, and then Isaiah Bentley with a 2 RBI single to make it a 3-1 ball game. Lawrence County, though, looking for more with a runner at first and only one out here. An opportunity for On This Day in History.
Yeah.
Here in the third.
Let's do that. Let's go back to 1984, the second longest game of all time, longest game in terms of actual time played on this day in 1984. The Milwaukee Brewers beat the Chicago White Sox beat the Milwaukee Brewers 7-6, 25 innings. The game lasted 8 hours and 6 minutes total. They played 17 innings the day before. It was suspended when it was 3-3. Both teams scored 3 in the 21st before a walk-off home run by Harold Baines of the Chicago White Sox.
That's wild. A little On This Day in History in the third inning.
We'll have trivia as well coming up in the fourth. And we got more coming up in the second game as well. Don't you worry.
DeKalb County, Tullahoma coming up next in a new stream. But now Truett Kidd trying to add on now here in the top of the third inning. It's 3-1 Lawrence County. Yano not really concerned with the runner at first. First pitch fouled back. It's 0-1.
There you got Shoup playing in on the corner. Of course, Wilson holding on over there at first base. Infield, middle infield, and double play depth.
And that time, the infield was in with the two in scoring position. If they're in the normal depth, which is the correct move, but if they're in normal play depth, Caden Shanks probably has a chance on that one. Slider inside, and it hits him. Truett Kidd takes first, and now it's going to get interesting. Runners at second, or first and second for TJ Gobble. Struck out looking in his first appearance. We talked about the pitch count logistics, and as I say that, I'm looking over in the dugout at Wyatt Curtis, who just picked up a baseball and is walking around.
Might be that weighted ball that was trying to get loose a little bit, and it looks like...
Yeah, he's finding some baseballs to go and get loose. Wyatt Curtis, the ETSU signee. He's got Noah Gentry, the bullpen catcher, out there with him.
Now, you said it. You got to win this first one. Makes it so much easier on Saturday. You do not want to play in that winner-go-home game on Saturday.
Definitely want to play in two. You lose this game, you have two elimination games in your best-case scenario on Saturday. Runners at first and second here. Yano trying to settle back in. Fastball misses outside. Throw behind the runner at second. He's back in plenty of time. Little hidden ball trick for a moment from Caden Shanks.
Well, Ricky Allison is so good at that because he makes it so nonchalant and throws it at the level that he would normally throw back to his pitcher. And we actually saw it when Chris Wersing was on the mound the last time he was pitching, that he caught it, and it probably would have taken off the runner at second base because he wasn't expecting it to go through.
Wyatt Curtis is getting ready quickly down the left field line. That fastball misses outside. Yano struggling a little bit here. The 2-0.
Yeah, had that quick inning in the second, but then, like you said, been 9-1-2, and it started with the 9 batter, getting that lead off hit and able to work it around. 4
hits, 3 runs so far for Tullahoma. Next pitch, low in the dirt, 3-0. TJ Gobbles at the plate, Caden Smith behind him, 5 and 6 hole in the lineup.
Again, Lawrence County, they were the 3 seed, 2 coming out as 8 AAA in the tournament, but they did beat Tullahoma, the only team to beat Tullahoma in the regular season.
3-0. This one fouled off. Green light special. We've seen it a couple of times for Lawrence County. Now it's 3-1.
I think it's been gobbled both times as well.
He struck out looking back to end the first inning.
Yeah, on that fastball in the outside corner.
Signano tried to go back to that spot a couple of times. He's missed. Look back as the runner's playing a little bit of mind games, bouncing around. 3-1. This one fouled up into the air. Hangs up longer, but it's out of play again, and we run full again at 3-2.
Yeah, they got to be ready over there in the bullpen.
It's a big hit. This is a big AB right here in
this
game. Certainly long way to go in this one, but 2 runners on, a 2-run game. For Upperman, they're trying to keep it right there and give Huddleston, Fallon, and Shanks a shot. 3-2 payoff pitch. Swung on. We got it. We'll do it again.
One of these times we're going to catch one of these. It's going to actually get back to us.
If one gets back to us here with a net that stretches all the way to the top, that would really be something.
That would mean there is a hole.
Yeah, I don't think we want one to get back because it had to be hit 170 miles an hour. The 3-2
that might be a record.
Yano kicks in and fouled off. Good battle here between TJ Gobble and Juju Yano. Upperman would love a double play ball to get out of this inning.
Yano would love a strikeout, too.
Another 3-2 and another foul ball.
And Wyatt Curtis makes the catch.
He got it. That does not count as an out.
And you get a net over there.
If a hit is given up here, you may see a move from Wes Shanks.
Yeah, Curtis, he's been warming up for the last couple of minutes or so. Still getting ready.
And especially if this result were to hold, you would need Julian Yano on Saturday if you're Upperman. Another 3-2 and another foul. What a battle here.
That one was right back at our face.
Started out 3-0. Llanos pitched 5 good pitches in a row, and they've all been fouled off.
Oh, home plate umpire wasn't ready. They're getting the foul balls.
He got stuck where the net kind of meets the bottom there, so had to come and get it out. And here we go again with a 3-2. Delivers to Gobble. This one's sent up in the field of play, which is breaking news. Worsing says he has it. It's the infield fly rule, and the batter's out for out number 2. So a good battle there, and Juju Llano gets the out. Wes Shanks is out of his dugout. Looking, checking.
Thinking. They're looking down at the pitch count.
Coaches are both out of their dugout, so I don't think they're being required to stay in here, the deep foul territory.
Well, it's funny, Lawrence County, their head coach actually does not coach out of the third base coach's box. He stays over with the dugout even when they're up batting. You don't see that too often at the high school level.
Caden Smith grounded out back in the second, stands in here. And this one's rolled over towards Worsing. Awkward hop, he flips to second for the shortest out, and that will retire the side. Lawrence County strikes, but the Upperman defense does a good job of limiting the damage. We'll head to the bottom half of the third with 9-1-2 due up for the Bees. Coverage presented by the Southwell Auto Clinic at Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseychevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye.
9-1-2 due up for the Bees, looking for an answer. They did it in the first. They're looking to do it here in the third. And Evan Huddleston will get them started against Andrew Kidd. Back to work here. A little rough in the first inning, really good in the second. He's looking for more of that. And for Upperman, as I mentioned, Evan Huddleston, Justin Fow, Caden Shanks due up. When you're looking for a quick answer, those are among the top 3 you would look at here in the order.
Yeah, those are absolutely the guys that you want up. This is where Lawrence County was able to get the offense going 9-1-2, leading it off with a hit in their 9 batter to flip it back over to the top. And Evan Huddleston, he has been in that leadoff spot. He's been in the 5th spot. He's been all over the lineup. He is really comfortable in this 9 spot, and he's not your normal 9-spot batter who he can put a bunt down. He's got a lot of speed. We'll see what they decide to do to open up the bottom of the third.
Wet grass everywhere. We'll see. Third baseman playing in at the corners. Maybe a bunt time for Huddleston. As Kidd toes his way down the rubber, gets the sign, and now will deliver in. First pitch fastball swung on. This is angling towards the gap, but the center fielder got a really good jump on it to make the catch. Isaiah Bentley was shading left. He comes back right, and it's a quick one pitch out to open up the inning.
Yeah, you mentioned that first step to his left, able to get a good jump onto it, and it was diving pretty quickly, but unable to get it down on the grass, and now back to the top with 1 out.
Justin Fallon left the bat on his shoulder the first time up and walked to lead off the game. Caden Shanks did the same thing outside of a bunt attempt. And now we'll see after seeing Kidd once if Fallon will swing away. Junior Fallon against Kidd. First pitch swinging here sends it foul.
That Kidd's got kind of that wild wind up, really quick through, throws kind of the glove up in the air.
That helps with the curveball especially.
Just disguise the pitches maybe a little bit more.
Goes to work with the 0-1 fastball, and again fouled off, and he's ahead now 0-2. Kidd would love a quick inning here. Trying to take all the momentum into the middle innings.
Yeah, especially if you can get Fallon and Shanks out without any runs across.
Here comes the 0-2. Fastball misses low and outside. 1-2.
I like that. He'd really been working Fallon inside. Even in that first at-bat, he missed inside on ball 4. That time he gets him inside, swinging at a couple of them, trying to change that eye level a little bit.
1-2 to Fallon. Comes inside again. That one, Fallon able to shield away. Deuce is wild now at 2-2.
That was one of those where sometimes you'll see that elbow poked out there just a little bit on
Oops,
some
it
guys.
hit me. Here comes the 2-2 home. Breaking ball. It was a good curve ball, but it did miss. And now from 0-2, it runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Second time in as many ABs, Justin Fallon's run full. Double leg kick this time. Misses up and in. Ball 4. And Justin Fallon reaches. One out base runner for Caden Shanks, who will try and tie the game with one swing of the bat.
Yeah, first time we've seen that, the little double leg kick there for Kidd. He kind of double pumped it going up, trying to throw off the timing. And now you've got Fallon with speed over at first. Shanks at the plate again. And this is where the Bees, you mentioned it, they got that answer back in the bottom of the first. They're looking for an answer again here in the third.
Here comes that man, the all-time hits leader in Upperman High School history. Broke that record with a home run over the right field fence against Stone Memorial on Saturday. First pitch in, misses low for ball 1, and Kidd, who was pinpointing really well past few ABs, just a little bit more wild recently.
Curtis still warming up over there in the bullpen as well.
Here comes the curveball, misses, 2-0. He's been able to lean on that pitch when he's looking for a location early on.
Hadn't been able to throw it for strikes in the last few batters, specifically here in this inning as well. Now he's going to look to the play card and the signs. Sure, he's got everything squared away, especially with the best batter at the plate.
No hint of running out of Fallon so far in both of his appearances out there on the base paths. And now a throw over. He's back in plenty of time.
You get to this point in the tournament, you're going to have catchers everywhere that they can throw the ball.
Cutler Cope behind the dish. 2-0 here to Caden Shanks. Favorable count. Fastball, and he sends this one up in left field. That is well hit, but the left fielder is under it amidst the shadows. Makes the catch for a big out number 2.
Yeah, and Justin Fallon was kind of shading towards second base. He wasn't tagging up, and that one you're not really going to tag up on. That one was not deep enough to really get there at second base, and so just the second out of the inning and still a runner on.
Chris Worsing will stride in now. He reached a fielder's choice and then an error. Would have been a double play, but the throw was way off the mark.
Worsing in that first inning, he came up with the 2 runners on, and he had a choked-up approach. Was choking up on the bat. You don't see that a lot from him so far this season unless it's 2 strikes, and he's still a little bit choked up here on this one as well.
Fallon starting to lean, and it's an errant throw. It was a fake play.
It's the hidden ball.
And Coach Riedel was on top of that one. He
Yeah.
said, nope, pointing right at the bag.
Saw that was a viral video recently that a team won a game on. They did that back at second base. The runner took off, and the pitcher had it the whole time.
Props to Justin Fallon for being right on top of it with his coach. Now Fallon takes off, curveball in there, and he's going to slide in safely with a domino stolen base. And I would have bet $1 million he was going to do that after that last play. Runner in scoring position for Upperman.
Yeah, he got a great jump as well, and stealing on the breaking ball helped. It did come across for a strike, so Kidd finally got that one to fall for a strike. But now Worsing with a runner in scoring position looking for a big hit.
The curveball did dip across, as you mentioned. Fallon with another lead. Cope's made a couple of throws. That one missed low again, 1-1, much to the chagrin of the Lawrence County faithful again. I mean, it's all right, everybody. We'll be okay. 1-1 to Worsing.
Scoreboard's off.
Yeah, I got some power surging. I can tell. That one got in and hit the freshman. And on the abdomen, he's okay. Looks a little frustrated, though, as he trots down to first. And Carson Shoup will try to do some damage. He's single, a little blooper over the shortstop's head. And they're going to look at Chris Worsing. He is favored. I'm not sure if it hit him maybe on the arm, actually.
A little bit. He's got it straightened down. Yeah, trying to stretch his hand out a little bit. Take a visit on the mound as well with Kidd. This is a big
moment.
Yeah. You got Kidd out there with the 2 outs, trying to get out of this one and strand those runners out there for the Bees.
I'm going to mention before that pitch, hasn't been very, I've seen a couple throws behind the plate, haven't been very high velocity. See if Upperman maybe gets a little bit aggressive on the base paths after seeing that. Wyatt Curtis is no longer over in the bullpen. Wouldn't surprise me if he comes in the 4th, but we'll wait and see.
Yano is at 50 pitches, so would very much imagine he comes in. Kidd right now at 44, so he would love to get out of this inning, depending on if they're trying to kind of do the same thing.
Number 15, Carson.
Upperman's got some moving parts with their rotation. Let's put it that way.
Tell you what, if Lawrence County, they really like where they're at right now. If you can get out of this, bring Kidd out, save him, and then you got your number 1 on Saturday.
The problem is if you bring Kidd out from this mound right now, it could turn into a carousel.
And the Bees, you get to that 5th inning, that's where they start to really turn it on against their opponents.
Sauer with the lead at second, Worsing over there at first, nobody holding him. First pitch into Shoup. He swings at this one, sends it up and out of play. 0-1.
He's been aggressive.
He's swinging every pitch.
Yep. So far, he swung at everything.
He has swung at every pitch that he's seen. Fouled off 4 pitches before the single in his last AB. Swings at the first pitch he sees here.
Hadn't made solid contact yet either. It was just kind of that bloop single over the shortstop, Emerson.
He is in attack mode at the plate. 0-1. Can't swing at that one. Lays off 1-1. So Fallon reached on the walk. Worsing was hit by a pitch. They're on the base paths right now. Trying to strike back, trailing 3-1 here in the third. Runner takes off to third. It was a pitch inside, and that's going to allow the throw down, but he's safe. What a slide by Justin Fallon. Feet first and dodges him, kind of flails the leg up in the air, and 2 Domino stolen bases on the double steal.
It's a good thing you're so good at play-by-play because the camera guy wasn't doing his job.
He has the throw down. The pitch came inside, and Cope was able to get it and throw down, but Fallon flung his legs up to dodge the tag.
Yeah, it was kind of that pop-up slide where he kind of got around it.
2-1. Shoop sends it up into foul territory. This could be grabbable. Long way to go, though, and it's going to get out of play. 2-2. Shoop trying to put something down in the outfield to tie the game as Worsing also advanced on the stolen base. And that was a great call by the umpire, too, right there.
Yeah, it was.
See that.
That was a really good slide, like you said, by Fallon, because he did not get a great jump on that either. It was kind of that delayed steal a little bit, and it was on a good pitch for the catcher to get a good throw on. And he got a pretty good throw, but it was an even better slide.
Yeah, pitch missing up and in, just brought it right to where he needed to be. Didn't have to pop up for it. The 2-2 coming to Shoop with 2 on and 2 outs. Breaking ball, and if he stands there, he gets hit in the back of the head. So he dodges away 3-2, and now big moment here. Full count. The base is empty with a historically pretty clutch hitter, rookie Allison, waiting on deck. Big pitch coming here for Lawrence County. Andrew Kidd looking into Carson Shoop. Fastball. This one's rolled over. Second baseman ranges up. Awkward hop, and it eats him up. It gets through, and we are tied. The second error of the game on the Wildcats results in a 3-3 ball game.
Yeah, how about the defense for the Wildcats right now? 2 errors have scored the 3 runs so far, and that is what has tied this game up for the Bees. Taking advantage of it. And how about Carson Shoop? He puts the bat on the ball. Both times have been to the right side of the infield, and the Wildcats have been unable to make the plays.
You can see Caden Smith was ranging up. He had time to get in front of it. He tried to go with the scoop play, and it just took off straight below the glove, and that is a huge, huge play. It would have been out number 3. Instead, it's 3-3. And first pitch swinging for rookie Allison, and he puts it in the left field. Runners at first and second now. The second base hit of the day for Upperman, and Alec Wilson will try and take the lead with 1 swing of the bat.
And all hits are contagious, and that's what. And it doesn't matter if it's a really good hit or a hit that just kind of scrapes through the infield. And right now, it's working for the Bees. We've seen it when it's hit to that right side of the infield, even with Worsing over there at second base. It's taken some weird hops. Maybe second baseman expecting it to bounce up there on that little scoop play, and it just kind of stays low the whole time.
Here comes Collier Bush to run for Allison, so some more speed on the base paths for Upperman. He's got plenty of it. Alec Wilson at the plate. He grounded out to short in his first appearance. Kidd trying to battle. First pitch in. Across for strike 1, 0-1. We saw rookie Allison be very aggressive at the plate there. Could be the best pitch that you see. We'll see if Wilson goes into attack mode here. Runners at first and second. 0-1. Misses low and in. Good job behind the plate to grab it that time by Cope. And we've got action now in the Lawrence County bullpen as the chess match is on here in this region tournament semifinal round matchup. 1-1. Pitch in. Wilson fouls it off 1-2. Kidd trying to get out of it again with at least a tie. He made the pitch he needed to get out of this inning with a lead, and they did not get it done.
Well, now Coach Hicks has a decision to make as well, an even pecking order.
I think you're going to see Wyatt Curtis.
I think you are too.
It just, you need him available even if you were to win this game, just in case. Here comes the 1-2. Good pitch, but it missed low and outside. 2-2. That's a good pitch and a good take by Alec Wilson.
It's a tough take.
It is, but it was a good one.
Yes,
you can't
it
do
was.
anything with that pitch. There's an experienced junior in the batter's box. Choking up on that bat. The 2-2. Fastball. This one's flared out. Could be a tough play. Laying out. He didn't make the catch. Did he make the catch? He did. What a catch made. No sign from the umpire. Tremendous play by Cole Schultz for out number 3, and that retires the side, but not before Upperman ties it up at 3. And it is the ETSU signee, the Southpaw Wyatt Curtis, to the mound. When we come back, this one's been a lot of fun. Coverage presented by the Southwell Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Welcome back. It's time for a Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen for the Upperman Bees as they keep Juju Yano under 55 pitches. He will be available to pitch on Saturday, and they give the ball to the big lefty, the ETSU signee and the senior, Wyatt Curtis, on the mound. He's pitched in 43 1/3 innings this season. He started 9 games on the season. Wyatt Curtis has allowed 39 hits, 29 runs, 21 of them earned, 71 strikeouts to 24 walks. He's only hit one batter by a pitch. He's got a 3.39 ERA. And when you consider how the season started for Wyatt Curtis, that 3.39 might as well be a 1.1. He has been dominant recently on the mound for Upperman.
Yeah, that ERA has been going south for quite some time, and the Bees have needed it. He has been really, really good here in the second half of the season, and they're going to need it here in this situation right now. The Bees were able to get those 2 runs across, a little bit of help from the Lawrence County defense, but they'll take it, and now Wyatt Curtis here in even pecking order.
Lower third of the order here, 7, 8, 9 due up in this half inning for Lawrence County in a 3-3 ball game. For Wyatt Curtis, the 4-seam fastball can touch 92 miles an hour. The 2-seam in the mid-80s. The slider will rip off in the upper 70s. First pitch misses down 1-0. Goes about 8 to 9 miles per hour faster than Juju Yano. Of course, a little bit taller and a lefty. 1-0, that one misses a tick low. 2-0 here. Andrew Kidd, he lined out right to Julian Yano. Hit him right in the gut on a hard hit ball. The 2-0 from Curtis. That one called a strike on the inside corner, 2-1. And it's been the first inning. That's been the problem for Wyatt Curtis this year. After that, he's usually pretty good. He gets the lower third of the order, but he'll be trying to get settled in here quickly in relief as it's a 2-2 count.
Yeah, and he doesn't come on in relief a whole lot. A lot of his outings have been starts, only just not even a handful of times he's come on in relief this season.
Make no mistake about it, Upperman is looking for their senior to work quickly. The 2-2, that one bounces in 3-2. They want to get through this game with 2 things, not using another pitcher and him not throwing 55 pitches. That's a lot easier said than done with 4 complete frames to go in this ball game. Here comes the 3-2. Cool. Strike 3. Paints the black with a Birdie's Lounge strikeout. The 2-seamer on the outside corner.
Yeah, that's a huge pitch right there for Wyatt Curtis. Been a little bit all around that effectively wild that you like to say, and he gets that outside part of the black painted. And we've seen Wyatt Curtis, once he's able to get that one out, that one strikeout, he's able to start throwing downhill a little bit.
43 innings pitched. He has 72 strikeouts now on the season.
It's pretty good, I think.
Is a blow-it-by-you type of fastball pitcher. As Cole Schultz stands in, he struck out against Yano. First pitch, that hit the barrel of the bat.
It hit the knob of the bat.
And now they'll throw down to first. Is that an out, or is it a foul ball? I think that's a hit. And then he's thrown out. That definitely hit the bat. There's no question it hit the bat. We all heard it hit the bat. And if it's in the field of play, it's an out.
It doesn't matter if it hits his hand anyways. His
Correct.
hand is a part of the bat.
And
they were checking to see if it hit his forearm.
Here comes Wes Shanks. There's no question that hit the bottom of the bat.
Yeah, because it made
a
very loud sound.
That's a metal ping.
If it makes that kind of sound and it hits your bone, it's broken.
That's an aluminum bat. And I got noise-canceling headphones on it. I could hear that one. They're giving him the bag, and that is asinine if that's what they go with here. There is no question. It can hit him in the arm. If it hits him in the bat, it is a foul ball at least.
What's interesting about that?
And Wes Shanks is not happy.
Well, yeah, because he went to him and said, "Show me where you hit you." You know, it's either it hit him or it didn't.
I've never seen Wes Shanks this mad. He's usually very calm, even with umpires he disagrees with. That's a crazy call, and he is livid, still hollering on his way back into the dugout, and he is right to be. So ruled a hit by a pitch, and that is crazy. As now Kason Smith will stand in here. I mean, that is as bad as it gets. And now Curtis going to kick and deal in. First pitch fastball. Might have been 108 miles an hour, 0-1. That's really, really bad in a region tournament game. Here comes the 0-1. That one's right there for strike two, 0-2. Yeah, if you're right. If that makes that noise and it hits you, we're going to the hospital right now.
Yeah, no, your arm is snapped.
Yeah. Here comes the 0-2. Curtis kicks and deals. Misses upstairs. Schultz.
Even got the coaches to say back on that look over.
Schultz is bouncing around after getting a gift and a half out there on the base paths. That one's called strike three right there with a fastball in the inside corner. Verdi's Lounge strikeout number 2 for Wyatt Curtis, who appears to have the goods so far in this one.
Yeah, maybe that kind of locked him in a little bit, saying, all right, well, if we're going to call that, then I got to do it myself, I guess.
He's going to East Tennessee State University for a reason next year. And Jack Emerson going to stand in. He was out on runner's interference after a fairly good bunt. He got laid down and bounced into him. He singled back in the first inning, scored one of the runs for Lawrence County. Curtis kicks and deals, swung on and missed, and says, touch it, I dare you, 0-1.
Yeah, it was a late decision on the fastball, and wouldn't be surprised if he rips off the slider here.
He has thrown 4 wicked fastballs since that last play, and now time is called, and it is a balk. Runner will head down to second. No question about it. Started to come forward, so now Schultz moves into scoring position. Remember that.
I don't know if he came set either. He's been working pretty quickly.
Yeah, that one was certainly a balk. Coach Shanks is not happy. He's typically, no matter what, win or lose, talking to him after really reserved and calm, he is visibly mad.
That's a big call. Yeah, especially if that runner were to come home to score, that's a huge
some
call.
coaches get mad all the time. He is not one. As the 0-1 coming here. Curtis took a little bit more time on that one, flares it over. Wilson gives chase, but it's going to get out of here. 0-2. It's Jack Emerson at the plate. Wyatt Curtis probably a little ticked off himself out there on the mound. He's throwing like it right now. He's ahead 0-2, looking for a dominant inning here in his first one in out of the bullpen for Upperman. We'll do trivia when we come back in the bottom half of this inning. 0-2, fastball inside. Self-preservation there from Jack Emerson as he darts out of the way. 1-2. We have not seen the slider since that call was made. He's revving up the fastball. Said he hit 92.7 in a bullpen. The 1-2. Chop foul will do it again. I would not be surprised if he has sniffed that here in this inning.
Yeah, especially that high fastball right there. He was trying to blow it by him. That late decision by Emerson. Said, I got to get a bat on that one. He was able to foul tip it and stay alive.
Wind now really picking up behind us. It's blowing straight out. We saw that in a fly ball for Upperman earlier. Get some legs into center. Curtis kicks and deals the 1-2. And now Emerson starting to time it up a little better. 1-2. Wonder if we may see the slider here now out of Wyatt Curtis after Emerson starting to get the bat on it.
Yeah, something a little different, a little off speed to get that timing off. Might go low as well. He's gone high the last few times.
1-2, swung on. This one's sent over. Fielding it, eating up Juju Yano, and now Caden Shanks going to throw home as they tested him. Throw there, and he is out. Caden Shanks uncorks one home, and rookie Allison slaps the tag down, and we are tied heading to the bottom of the 4th. The Upperman faithful love it. Coverage of this game is presented by Nick's Restaurant in the South Willow Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network.
Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville. Delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. That was a fun top half of the fourth inning. A lot happened, and no runs came across. It's still 3-3. Due up in this half inning is 7-8-9 for Upperman. But first, it's time for trivia with Jacob Benson.
How many years did it take the Mariners to field a winning team after their inception whenever they came on as an expansion team? 15, 10, 5, or 20 years? Once again, how many years did it take the Mariners to field a winning team? Just a winning season for the Mariners. Quit shaking your head. Your options, 15, 10, 5, or 20. Listen, I'm going through each team.
I'm shaking my head.
At this point.
I'll say this. I'm shaking my head, but it's a fair enough question. It's nowhere near as bad as the one at Smith County was. I'm going to guess, but it's nowhere near as bad as the one at Smith County was.
I mean,
that's a more fair question. The question you asked the last time was crazy.
Once again, your options, 15, 10, 5,
Wes
or
Shanks
20.
is still not happy. He is talking to the field umpire right now. First pitch swinging for Yano. This is hit hard. Left fielder, though, with a great jump to it. Ranges over to his left and makes the catch. One pitch, one out for Andrew Kidd, who is back out there here. Nicely done by Alex Bedford.
Yeah, now we're going to have Wyatt Curtis getting some ABs coming in with Carson Holroyd coming out. Curtis fills in, no DH today, so Wyatt Curtis will be getting some ABs here in this game.
And he has not had many opportunities for ABs this season. He stands in here. He's going to be a pitcher at ETSU next year, so enjoy it while it lasts, I suppose, if you're Wyatt Curtis with the opportunity to bat. Trying to set the table and maybe get Justin Fallon back up to the plate in this half inning. First pitch breaking ball rolled over right to Kidd. Fields it cleanly. The throw down to first is in time. And it's 2 pitches, 2 outs. We'll see if Huddleston's in take mode here.
Yeah, what I like to call the super immaculate inning in play. 3 pitches and 3 outs. Haven't seen it yet.
Huddleston.
Yeah, I told you my philosophy. If that's happened, you cannot swing. You stand there with the bat on your shoulder. That is huge momentum.
Coach Shanks is still talking to the field umpire out there.
I don't blame him at all.
No, not at all.
I mean, we've called a lot of baseball this year, probably over 40 games. That's the worst call I've seen.
That made a
we've seen some fun ones.
very loud noise for hitting him in the wrist.
That, or have we considered that he's a genetically modified kid that has metal for arms?
A GMK?
Does he have metal for arms?
I mean, maybe.
He either has aluminum for arms
maybe.
or it hit the bat. You tell me which is more likely. And this is why I can't coach, because I would say that to the umpire and get thrown out. I say that to the referees at Upward Basketball and nearly get thrown out. Huddleston stands in, bat on his shoulder. First pitch misses low for ball 1. No super immaculate inning here. Huddleston at the
No
plate.
immaculate inning either.
Fallon behind, and if you're Upperman, you'd love to get Fallon up in this inning. If he doesn't, though, you got 1, 2, 3 coming up in the 5th, and that's been the magic inning so far this year for Upperman. 1-0, that one misses low and outside, 2-0.
We've seen this from Huddleston at times. He'll just kind of leave it on the shoulder, take a few pitches. This might be that case. Take until you get that strike, especially after the 2 pitches and 2 outs. Yeah,
looks like he has no interest in swinging so far. That one's across at 2-1 for strike number 1. The 5th inning has been a special inning for Upperman this year. Huddleston rolls this one foul. And trying to get his second 1, 2, 3 inning of the game is Andrew Kidd. It's been the lower half of the order that he's had a lot of success against so far in this ball game. 2-2 with 2 outs. Kidd kicks and deals. Swung on, and again, foul. Wes Shanks gave it a run. Couldn't get there in time.
Well, he gave it a run to his right on the first foul ball. Didn't get there, or he did get that one, or at least tipped it that time. Trying to get back in position. Couldn't make the play.
2-2 coming here for Huddleston. Breaking ball. This one's going to be a fair ball. Long way to go for the third baseman. A long throw, nowhere in time. Too much speed for Evan Huddleston as he legs out the infield single and does set the stage for Justin Fallon.
Down batting, number 11.
Well, now if you're the Bees, you got to take advantage because you could have had them coming up with nobody out in the 5th. So now you've got them with 2 outs, trying to put a little bit of a 2-out rally together. He got speed over at first. Fallon has walked a couple of times. He's looking for his first hit today.
Yeah, 2 walks, 2 runs scored, and 2 stolen bases for Justin Fallon. The Tech commit stands in one more time here against Andrew Kidd. 3rd time through the lineup, runner at first with 2 outs. Kidd sets and deals. First pitch, catches the corner. Nice fastball, 0-1. In at the corners here for the third baseman for Lawrence County, and Justin Fallon is not going to bunt. I'll stake my reputation on that one. He's going to try and park it in the woods that you see over there in left field. Here comes the 0-1. That one misses inside for a ball, 1-1. Good job by Evan Huddleston in that last AB to work the count and leg out and put some pressure on here in this half inning. Don't forget, Tullahoma DeKalb County. New stream coming up 7 o'clock or so, first pitch. We'll be here for all the action. Throw over. We're going to switch headsets. Play-by-play man, Jacob Vinson.
Let's go.
And the masses rejoice.
DeKalb County they win whenever I'm
That's
on the
true.
headset.
That's a good point. They should love me on color. They win all the time. The 1-1. Runner takes off, hit and run, and again, another great diving stop at third base for Cole Schultz. It's his 2nd in as many innings, and that will retire the side. It's getting good in Tullahoma. Well, the answer to our trivia question when we come back in a tied-up ball game. This is the Region 4 3A tournament presented by the South Willow Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. Wyatt Curtis back to work here as we're barreling through this game. Top of the 5th inning in Tullahoma. It is 3-3 between the Wildcats and the Bees. Winner moves on to the championship game. Losers back against the wall on Saturday. Well, they will have to win 2 to extend their season. You have to win 2 games in this tournament. You win 2 games, you're on to sub-state. You win the first 2 games, you host your sub-state. That's the simple way of thinking about it. It's time for the answer to a trivia question with Jacob Benson.
Our question, how many years did it take for the Mariners to field a winning team? 15, 25, or 10?
I said I'm totally guessing. I'm guessing 15.
15 is correct. After the inception in 1977, they did not have a winning season until 1991. They wouldn't win their first playoff series until 1995.
And that's why I said you had to give choices, because you can get lucky. Thank you very much. Wyatt Curtis was really good in that inning. As Bedford, Bentley, and Kidd do up 2-3-4. This bunt in on the hands. Great one. Long way for Carson Shoup to go. No chance at a throw down. And that's going to be a bunt single for Alex Bedford to lead off the 5th.
That was an awful pitch to bunt on, but he had to bunt it. Otherwise, he's getting crushed in the chest.
Yep.
And he gets a great one down that third base line.
That was a tremendous bunt. Sets the table for Bentley, who already ripped a 2 RBI single. 1 for 2 on the day. Was back in the 3rd inning.
Extra trivia. Do you know who was on that Mariners team in 91 or 95 that is a Hall of Famer? 2 Hall of Famers.
Ken Griffey.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Sr.
And Randy Johnson.
Oh, that makes sense. I got one of them. I'll take it. 1-0, that's extra credit. That makes up for the one I missed in Smith County. Missing outside, overthrown a little bit there by Curtis. He's behind 2-0 now. This is the dangerous part of the order. They've done the damage today for Lawrence County. Isaiah Bentley mentioned the 2 RBI single. That gave him that lead that was short-lived. Upperman struck back, capitalizing on an error. Talked in the break, the 2-0. Good pitch inside for strike 1. Payne the black inside. I don't know what Bentley's mad about.
Yeah, it's that two-seam that he can rip off, and it breaks back across towards the plate to righties.
Yeah, that was a great pitch. Here comes the 2-1. Try and go back to that spot, barreled up in the right field. Chris Worsing is back in right. He moved there from second. Caden Shanks bumped over to second. He's the one who made that great throw down to home to end the last inning. And Juju Llanos at short.
We've seen some head-scratching plays. We've seen some really good plays over at third base for Lawrence County. Nice throw by Shanks as well. This game has had it all.
2-2 and on the hand. Swung on and missed strike 3. He cannot go down to first. The throw down, though,
yeah, he is out at first
anyways. He cannot advance down to first. So it is a Birdie's Lounge strikeout there for Wyatt Curtis, the third of the outing. And there's going to be some mad Wildcats fans here in a moment, but he can't advance down.
No, it was occupied.
Occupied first.
Now batting number 20.
Good call there by the umpires. And Truett Kidd now, though, as the runner does advance on that one that got away from rookie Allison. Bedford now in scoring position. Potential go-ahead run again. Lawrence County's led on 2 separate occasions, but it has not led at the end of any inning. Upperman has not led today. First pitch bounces in, and now the runner going to get caught out, trying to advance down. Throw behind. Yano throw down, not in time. Good base running there for Bedford. Got caught in no man's land. To throw behind allows him to advance over to third. He's now 90 feet away on a 1-0 count.
Yeah, Bedford did a really good job. He kind of got too big of that secondary lead as on that inside pitch. Allison, the throw down to second. Now that infield's going to come in again. Last time it came in, it gave up that 2-run single.
Truett Kidd, he's been hit by a pitch and reach on a fielder's choice. He's ahead in the count 1-0. Wyatt Curtis's fastball misses low, 2-0. It's been this heart of the order. It's been very good for Lawrence County tonight. As the 2-0 pitch, fastball, good pitch in there for strike 1. Popped the mid on that one of rookie Allison. Wyatt Curtis throwing hard here in relief. The 2-1 bounces in. Allison with the dig, 2 or 3-1 and a walk. Not the worst thing in the world here if you're Wyatt Curtis, because it puts the double play back into play.
Yeah, rookie Allison's doing a good job right now, especially with some of these pitches that have been all over the place.
3-1. Got him chasing that one. Waist-high fastball. 3-2. Big full count here. TJ Gobble, the multi-sport athlete, good basketball player, waiting on deck. The 3-2 payoff pitch. Curtis deals, and a battle foul tip back. A little check swing. We'll do it again.
Tell you what, these Lawrence County batters, they have been battling pretty much all game long. It's just the one clean inning for Juju Llano back in the second. Other than that, they've had some traffic.
3-2. This one's rolled over. Infield in going to work as Llano looks back the runner to third and throws to first in time. We saw infield in kind of backfire earlier. It works to perfection there for out number 2.
Yeah, that time it's right at Juju Llano. And, last time it's hit just to the left of him. That time right at him, able to hold the runner at third base and get the second out of the inning. Now trying to get out of it and strand that runner at third.
TJ Gobble struck out looking in the first. Flew out in the infield fly rule in the second, or in the third, rather. Stands in here. First appearance against Wyatt Curtis, who's back into the windup. First pitch, swinging and missing. 0-1. He loves to fire that fastball first time through with hitters who haven't seen it. Gobble trying to battle in. Big young man. Runner takes that fake steal. That pitch misses upstairs. Allison looks him back, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, he's going to have to be careful there at third base.
1-1 from Wyatt Curtis. Runner's trying to steal home, and he's going to be out by a mile. What is that decision? Holy smokes. Caught stealing, and that's a gift to Upperman. Inning over. Tonight's game presented by the Southwell Auto Clinic at Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Clint Connor is your local auctions expert. With full service from start to finish, the Exit Crossroads Auction Group are here to make the process easy for you. Visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com for more details and current auctions. Clint Connor, your local auctions expert, is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. We head to the bottom half of the fifth. It's still 3-3, and Upperman just got a gift. Lawrence County tried to steal home on Wyatt Curtis, who throws 92 miles an hour, and it did not work. And I think we're all a little bit confused, Jacob.
Sometimes I think you'll see some weird things, especially in a region tournament when you've got two teams that, listen, these two teams have not faced each other in the Coach T era, and sometimes you might try some new things. Well, they tried the hidden ball trick over at first. We've seen some head-scratching things on plays that should have been made to keep it a 3-1 game and ended up tying it that time. Not exactly sure why you're trying to steal home on a pitcher that can throw 90 miles an hour. But
and we kind of talked about it earlier. And Lawrence County battling hard here, 3-3. The experience factor of Upperman in this tournament. They've been here, done that, got the T-shirts. And I don't think if you make two straight state championship games, you're going to try to steal home in that position. No. And now it's go time for the Bees. 2-3-4. It's been the magical inning all year long in the fifth. As the first pitch into Caden Shanks drops into the outside corner, and we got action in the Upperman bullpen, and I believe that's the freshman, Chris Worsing, getting loose as they want to keep Wyatt Curtis under 55 pitches in this one.
That might be Alec Wilson.
The 0-1, maybe Alec Wilson. I'm blind. That one bounces, and I think you're right. That is Alec Wilson. I saw the 2.
Yeah.
And they turned around.
Yeah, and this Lawrence County team, they're playing with fire a little too much.
Chris Worsing is on deck. The 1-1 coming to Shanks. He sends this one, and that's going to get down for a base hit, and it'll be extra bases. Caden Shanks rounds 1. Maybe triple number 10. Right fielder just now to it. Shanks going to get the stop sign as it was a good throw in, but it is another double for your potential Class 3A Mr. Baseball. Caden Shanks stands at second.
Yeah, right fielder did a tremendous job to get there quickly, had it at the fence, got a good throw in as well, and Shanks, he was definitely thinking about 3. He was running hard past second, had to throw on the brakes, but now you've got a runner in scoring position, and you said it. This is where the Bees do their damage in the fifth, outscoring opponents by more than 20 runs on the season. In this fifth inning, they're looking for more here in this one.
Chris Worsing has reached on an error, and he's been hit by a pitch. He's scored a run. He's also stolen a base. Stands in here with a runner at second. The Southwell Auto Clinic double for Caden Shanks. And it was a great job to get there in right field to take away what you think could be a triple.
Yeah.
And now.
Well, and it's funny here in foul territory. There's a ton of foul territory on the on-deck circle, but then it really narrows out there in right field.
Double number 9 of the year for Caden Shanks. As that pitch is swung on and chopped, went chasing that letter-high fastball.
9 doubles, 9 triples, 4 home runs.
That is 22
extra base hits. And batting .460.
And that's like really good numbers. The 9 triples.
It's
he
insane.
Just tied his triple total.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he had more triples than doubles.
Worsing batting over 400 on the campaign for himself. Andrew Kidd trying to record some outs here. That one inside went off of Shanks' foot, so a foul ball.
Is that the second foul ball?
Off of Worsing's foot, I should say, 0-2. And now he's a little bit
second time he's been hit, too. He got a hit on the pitch, on the arm.
Coach Shanks going to come out and have a word with Worsing as he tries to walk it off. It's Caden Shanks, and he's done that so many times this year, just ripping it down the first base line.
And the first baseman, he was close to it, too.
To a lot of those triples because it has to come in from the furthest part of the ballpark to get to that third base bag. And, of course, he's got legit speed, top-end speed. Here comes the 0-2 to Worsing, looking for a big out. Kidd delivers a breaking ball. This one's chopped over towards short. Shanks has to retreat back. The throw to first is in time, and that's a critical out number 1 here for Lawrence County. Carson Shoup reached on an error in his single today, strides in for attempt number 3.
Yeah, Emerson has been really sure glove there at shortstop, making sure Shanks gets back to second base and makes a good throw to first to get Worsing in time.
Alec Wilson getting loose in the pen. He's in the hole right now behind rookie Allison, who's on deck. Upperman desperately wants Wilson to bat in this inning. Shoup awaits the first pitch in from Andrew Kidd. Fastball. He goes after this one. It's low, and it eats up the shortstop. He's going to throw down to first. It is a high throw. Takes him off the bag, and he's safe. Another error in the field for Lawrence County, and it's runners at the corners with 1 out, and rookie Allison trying to give the Bees the lead.
Well, and you wonder if Caden Shanks, he started to run as soon as he saw that one was going to be bobbled at shortstop, if that kind of got into the mind of Emerson to make sure he gets the out at first. And you've got a tall first baseman over there in Gobble. He jumps up and gets it, just unable to get back down on the bag. And Shoup, a good job of legging that one out to get there in time.
And now they've traded places. Chris Worsing is going over to warm up in the bullpen. So both trying to get both arms available of those kind of rotational pieces, those guys they like to bring out of the pen. And now going to be a trip out by Cope
First
to get
and
some
third.
signs. First and third here. Double play gets Lawrence County out of the inning. A run across gives Upperman their first lead here. Something that's eluded them. Rookie Allison grounded into a double play and has singled so far tonight. Kidd trying to battle. First pitch in. This one swung on, rolled through, and it's through for a base hit. An RBI single for rookie Allison. And Upperman has its first lead. It's 4-3 Bees.
And there's that fifth inning coming into play. Rookie Allison drills it back up the middle, hits it just hard enough to get past Emerson up the middle. Now you've got runners on first and second, still just one out, and a visit to the mound for Lawrence County.
And that is his second base hit, both of which came on the first pitch. He's attacking at the plate. And we'll see if it's time for a Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen. It is. New pitcher for Lawrence County. When we come back, Upperman has the lead. Don't go anywhere.
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseyschevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye.
It's a Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen for the Lawrence County Wildcats as they get the ball to another right-hander. Logan Clayton comes in out of the bullpen. Big spot here. Upperman has its first lead. It's 4-3. The Bees 4 runs on now 6 hits. Just one error behind it. They capitalize on 2 Lawrence County errors. Runners at first and second for Upperman, and Logan Clayton in a big spot.
Well, this is exactly who they went to in that first game in the AAA tournament against Giles County. It was Kidd to start the game. He went 5 innings. Doesn't make it 5 innings here today with just a 1 out here in the 5th. But then Clayton came in, went 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts against Giles County.
He faces the 6-hole hitter, Alec Wilson. 0 for 2 with a ground out and a line out so far. The line out was hard hit. It was a great catch over there at third, laying out. First pitch swinging here, sends it over towards shortstop Emerson. He's going to go to the lead runner and gets the out there for out number 2. So we've seen some head-scratching plays by Lawrence County. That was a smart one to throw down. Gets the lead runner, and with 2 outs, Juju Yano stands in.
Yeah, that's a good play there by Emerson at shortstop. Gets that lead out to not allow a runner get to third base. He might have a chance at turning 2, but that was a slow roller deep in the hole. You've got Collier Bush running at second. That's the right play.
And he's going to his right.
Yeah.
So he's got to make a tremendous throw back against his body. It's a smart play. First pitch into Yano. Swings and misses at that one. And so far, Clayton stabilizing things a little bit as it's an 0-1. The question will be now, what does Upperman do with the pitchers? Wyatt Curtis will check the count on him in the break. They wanted to keep him under 55 as the 0-1 gets away from the catcher, and the runners take off, both in the scoring position now for the Bees.
And this is where Lawrence County was able to take advantage and get one of their runs across. Now the Bees trying to do the same thing.
But you want to win this game as well. Taking Wyatt Curtis out is a dangerous decision. They've got Worsing and Wilson both warming up. 1-1 the count as Clayton kicks and deals. That one misses away, gets away. Here comes Collier Bush towards the plate, and he is safe. A 2-run lead for the Bees, and another runner is 90 feet away.
Yeah, that's huge for the Bees. And again, the 5th inning strikes. They score 2 runs already here in the inning, and still a chance with 2 outs and a runner on third.
Wyatt Curtis, is that just 33 or pardon me? Say that one more time. Maybe 33 pitches, different name, but it's 33 pitches.
It's definitely Wyatt Curtis.
It's the 2-1. That one catches the outside corner. Now 2-2 to Yano. Big moment here as Clayton tries to get out of here with just the 1 extra run across. Logan Clayton on the mound in relief. He Kicks and deals the 2-2. Yano just tips it off the edge of the barrel, and we'll do it again. Fun game so far, but the experienced Bees leaning in a little bit now as they've taken the 5-3 lead. 2-2. Good pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Logan Clayton with an important pitch there to retire the side, but not before the Bees bring 2 more runs across. We'll head to the 6th. It's Upperman 5, Lawrence County 3. Coverage of this game is presented by the Southwell Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Everybody gotta feel that emotion. Move your body, do whatever you like. Are you ready? Come on, put it in motion. Let's just get crazy. Got me feeling alright. Gonna celebrate. Raise your glass up high. Gonna celebrate. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Having the time of our lives. Oh, everybody wanna start a commotion. Lift your hands up, leave your worries behind. Are you ready? Come on, put it in motion. Let's just get crazy. Got me feeling alright. Gonna celebrate. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Having the time of our lives.
It's time to play Count the Pitches with Noah and Jacob. Wyatt Curtis back to work at 33 now. He's going to face off against 5, 6, 7 in the Lawrence County lineup. The dream scenario that we talked about earlier for Wes Shanks. You throw Juju Yano and Wyatt Curtis today. Both stay below 55 pitches. Yano stayed below 55 pitches. He was at 50 when he got the hook. Now Wyatt Curtis is at 33. That gives him 22 to play with in the next 2 innings. And if he goes to that 54 mark, a decision's going to have to be made between Coach Dronbarger and Coach Shanks over there in that home dugout to our left.
The dads to our left were having the same exact conversation, and Matt Wilson made a good point. You got to win this game. If it means you're burning Wyatt Curtis, you have to win this game. So you have 2 chances to get a win on Saturday.
And part of that may be dictated by what happens in the bottom half of this inning and in the top half, of course. But with 8-9-1, Justin Fallon is going to bat in the next half inning for Upperman. The parts are moving here. It's a region tournament, and everything is on the table right now. T.J. Gobble, 0 for 2. He was at the plate in the last inning when they tried to steal home. It did not work. Rookie Allison tagged the runner out. First pitch fastball right there for strike 1, and that is number 34 of the day for Wyatt Curtis.
I'm not a high school coach. I've played baseball.
This one's going to be down for a base hit in the right field in front of Chris Worsing for a leadoff single for T.J. Gobble as Lawrence County is trying to get back in the game here after giving up the lead for the first time.
But when you've got a good hitter like Gobble at the plate, and you've got a guy that can touch 90 with a fastball on the mound, trying to steal home, and a good catcher, probably not your best decision.
One of the more head-scratching decisions we've seen.
And it could have resulted in an out no matter what.
That's true.
But
Caden Smith, 0 for 2 today. Going to stride in here for attempt number 3. And the first against Wyatt Curtis. First pitch. Challenge fastball for strike 1. Popped the dirt out of rookie Allison's mitt behind home plate.
I think you knew that.
Here comes the 0-1 home. Fastball misses outside. Rookie Allison thought about throwing behind Gobble, but gives back to Curtis. 1-1.
Yeah, Lawrence County, they've been aggressive both in the field and at the plate today. It's paid off at times and at tournament times.
1-1. That one check swing off foul. 1-2. 37 pitches now for Wyatt Curtis. That's 18 before the magic number of 55 where a decision has to be made. Now, it's not like they don't have options. Chris Worsing come out here and throw 84 miles an hour. And as a freshman, though, that's a tough spot. The 1-2 misses low. Allison blocks it.
Yeah, Alec Wilson could come into this game as well. You've got
Coach Allen, by the way, in the comments, you don't have to stay below 25. You're not playing tomorrow. Nobody's playing until Saturday. 55 is the number
day
that
off
counts.
Tomorrow.
With the day off. Curtis with the 2-2. Swung on, fouled off, and we'll do it again.
Tell you what, Lawrence County's definitely going to inch their way up there on Curtis, that's for sure.
2-2, runner at first with nobody out. The decision may be made in this inning with how it's trending. This is going to be number 40 coming in for Curtis. Time called. Stepping out is Smith. Behind him is Andrew Kidd. And Lawrence County, they say not so fast. We're trying to win this baseball game. They've got action as well in their bullpen. That pitch. Cool. Strike three. Birdie's Lounge striking at the knees for Wyatt Curtis. He has been really, really strong. And there's going to be a pinch hitter here for Lawrence County. Checking in for Kidd, who was pitching. And this is going to be A.J. Daniel striding in. So Daniel goes into the spot of Kidd. And now with a runner at first and one out. The 41st pitch is across for strike one from Wyatt Curtis to make it 0-1. It's one of those, if you pull them and you win, you're a genius. If you pull them and you lose, everyone hates you. There's now time going to be called, and the coach is going to come out and say something to the home plate umpire. And I think he's got to report the pinch hitter.
Yeah.
Can you do that after a strike?
I was going to say, he's already thrown a strike.
And Wes Shanks coming out to have a word. And if you're Wes Shanks, you're thinking, can I get a free out? I don't know the rule, just to be honest with you. I have no clue. And Wes Shanks is satisfied with the answer, and we'll keep playing. If he hits it, then you got a problem. It's not registered in AB. Here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss. And again, first time a hitter sees him, Wyatt Curtis loves to rely on that fastball. He's ahead 0-2.
Yeah, and then he kind of can dip into his bag of tricks as well.
I've got him at 42 pitches now. The 0-2. Close, but missed a little bit low and outside. 1-2.
I think if rookie Allison sets up out there, he got a better chance of getting that call. He kind of had to reach out, and he did a pretty good job to frame it.
Gobble has been stuck at first for a minute now. Takes his lead. The 1-2. A little bit further low and outside, and now it's 2-2. 10 pitches left for Wyatt Curtis before it's decision time for Wes Shanks. If he goes past 55, he's done for the tournament. Here comes the 2-2. Bounces in. Now it's 3-2, full count. And of course, can't forget, this is only a 2-run game. The tying run is standing at home plate right now for Lawrence County. They're trying to get the go-ahead run to the plate. Curtis. Payoff pitch. Swung on, sent foul. And we will do it again. 46 pitches now.
And there's some conversations going on between the coaches.
And you also don't want to run it so close to where somebody with a different stopwatch can get you in trouble.
Yeah, that might be where it gets the 50.
The payoff pitch, nowhere close. Ball 4, and a good job by A.J. Daniel to work the walk after going down 0-2. And the go-ahead run comes to the plate for Lawrence County. Tying run on the base paths with one out. Cole Schultz. He struck out, has been hit by a pitch, and was thrown out at home. Back in the 4th inning to end the inning. Stands in here. He did not try to steal home. And we may have a pinch runner coming out here for Lawrence County. We will. New runner onto the base paths potentially. Yes, indeed, for the Wildcats. It's the 8-hole hitter here. Lawrence County's also ensured their big bats are going to get another opportunity in this game, and they've done a lot of damage. Upperman's, they're going to get a crack at it as well. 8-9-1 due up for the Bees in the bottom half. What a game this has been. Open up this region tournament. Curtis looks back. Delivers in. Good bounce back pitch. Called a ball. 1-0. Looked pretty good.
It did.
Great crowd tuning in online. We welcome you in. If you haven't already, hit that like button on Facebook and YouTube. Here comes the 1-0. Big swing and a miss. 1-1. And this is going to be the last batter if they're going to pull Wyatt Curtis before 55 pitches. 1-1. Misses low. 2-1.
Yeah, the good thing is he just needs ground ball. Ground ball would help him out a lot. You got a middle infield and a first baseman that can absolutely turn it with the best of them.
The 2-1. Swung on and missed. 2-2. If this is it, it may be the last stand for Wyatt Curtis. 2-2. Glances back a couple of times. Comes home. Swung on. This is weakly rolled. Shoop ranges over. Fields cleanly. Throw to first is low, but dug out by Alec Wilson for out number 2. Tying run in scoring position. And what is Wes Shanks going to do? He's coming out to get him. And there's going to be a new pitcher, and the intrigue grows. And this is the one thing to remember, as we'll keep it here for a moment in this game. The thing to remember
Up to the plate, number 2.
is no matter what, you have to be prepared to play 2 games on Saturday. You know you may get a red-hot DeKalb or a tremendous Tullahoma squad, even if you win this game, and that is not victory assured. And you've got to have the wherewithal to make the change and have as many arms available as you can, and that is why it's going to be a Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen. And they're going to get the ball to the junior Alec Wilson when we come back.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseyschevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. It's the Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen for the Upperman Bees, and they give the ball to the junior right-hander, Alec Wilson. Huge spot. 9-hole hitter at the plate. Runners at second and third. The Bees lead by 2, but that is in danger now as Kason Smith, who's 1 for 2 with a run scored and a single, stands in here in a huge spot. Alec Wilson, the junior, had several appearances this year. And the first pitch in is swung on and flared out into left field. It's right at Evan Huddleston. 1 pitch, 1 out. And a big round of applause for Alec Wilson as he keeps the lead intact. And we will head to the bottom half with 8-9-1 due up for the Bees when we come back. Coverage presented by the Southwell Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. Another Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen, maybe, as Logan Mays goes to the mound. But Logan Clayton was on the mound with the baseball, on the rubber, in the warm-ups, to start warm-ups. Logan Mays on the mound for Lawrence County. Appreciate our friends at the Exports Network for coming over there here in this southern Middle Tennessee area. The Exports Network on Facebook, they do a great job kind of doing similar to what we're doing up in the Upper Cumberland, working together. We appreciate them, and check them out, especially if one of our teams, maybe we're not streaming a game, they're coming this way. I could check out the Exports Network to see if they're streaming the game. That was a big job by Alec Wilson. Comes in, 1 pitch, gets the fly out. He's got a tying run on second base, and it didn't matter. Got the fly out, and now big opportunity for Upperman. 8-9-1. And we'll see. It looks like they're going to pinch hit. And Collier Bush is going to take the bat. He'll be followed up by Evan Huddleston. And then Justin Fallon trying to add on for some insurance in the 6th.
I think it's Carson Holroyd that's going to be back out there actually with he had to come
starter,
back into
so he
right.
Come back in. Yep.
He came back into right as Chris Worsing came on to play first base. But, yeah, Logan Mays, he actually pitched in their last game in the win against Giles County on Monday of 9-1. He went 1 inning. He only gave up 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. So he is coming in kind of as their closer so far this season.
Carson Holroyd.
Caden Holroyd.
Carson Holroyd. They keep calling him Caden on the PA system. That's his younger brother. Carson going to stand in here. He had a 1AB. He flew out. Hit it pretty hard, but it was out to right field. He walked off Stone Memorial for the run rule victory.
Roped it.
That ended up being the district championship winning hit for the Bees because, of course, they didn't get to play because of all the weather. DeKalb County, the 2 seed. They play Tullahoma next. First pitch swinging for Holroyd. Sends it out. It's going to be a tough play. Center fielder step back. Read it really nicely. Comes up to make the catch. And another 1 pitch out. There's been several of those tonight for the Bees. Yeah,
and for the struggles that we have seen in the infield, the outfield, we haven't seen any mishaps out there in the outfield so far. It's been really, really good play on all the fly balls.
Evan
Huddleston, so far, he had a single back in the 4th. 1 for 2. It's also flown out. Hard hit ball to center. Stands in here is Logan Mays. Works on the mound. The lefty. Misses that curved ball outside, 1-0. And now the question will be, will it be Alec Wilson or Chris Worsing who comes out in the 7th for Upperman? Lawrence County, they're not out of it, certainly, as that pitches across at the knees for strike 1. They had the top of the order. 1, 2, 3 coming up. They'll be looking for a rally. The question is, how many runs will they need? Upperman hopes to put a couple of more on and really put the pressure on. 1-1. Low, 2-1.
Yeah, Huddleston working a good AB so far, trying to flip it to Fallon, who's going to come up no matter what, but trying to get him with the base runner on.
2-1 coming home here. That one called a strike on that inside, real inside part, 2-2.
Been consistent today.
Yep. And a few of our friends from Lawrence County not like that call that Upperman got earlier. As that one flies back into the net, 2-2.
Yeah, that's a good battle swing out across the plate. Tough to get to unless you're taking it the other way and looking for that one, and able to just foul it off and stay alive for another one.
Biggest baseball crowd of the season tuning in live right now for this region tournament game. The 2-2 swung on. Appreciate our friends at Nick's Restaurant Southwell Auto Clinic, being a presenting sponsor of Upperman baseball this year. Put the link in the comment. It's very expensive to stream games this time of year. If you're able to, we ask you consider donating. If you're not, obviously no pressure, but it helps us out a whole lot. All that goes right back in to streaming more games. As the 2-2 swung on and missed. Good pitch in there from Mays, and he gets the 2 up, 2 down he's looking for. And here comes Justin Fallon. He's walked a couple of times and lined out, ripped the ball over to third, but flashing the leather, the third baseman stole the hit. And now Fallon stands back in here trying to get an insurance run. We plan to have softball tomorrow. Not sure where yet. We got to see the brackets because everybody's moving and shaking.
A lot.
But we plan to have softball stream tomorrow. Then back here in Tullahoma on Saturday. First pitch, it's a good one. Across for strike 1 as Mays has brought that velocity down a good tick.
Yeah, been able to pinpoint it, though. Pinpoint it well. Been in and around the zone.
The 0-1. Missed outside with that breaking ball. Of course, you want to be the presenting sponsor of one of our games coming up. Send me a message to our Facebook page. We'll get you hooked up. It's the 1-1. Big swing and a miss. That one, he was looking to put it over the light pole in left field. 1-2.
He's got the power to do it.
He hit the hardest hit home run I've ever seen a high school kid hit earlier this year against White County. 1-2. Misses low. 2-2. Calling games in the crowd is always fun. You can hear so much more. Deuce is wild. 2-2 with 2 outs. That one misses low. 3-0, or 3-2 now, I should say. Full count. And a dangerous hitter is looming on deck. Mays knows he can't afford to lose Fallon. Here comes the payoff pitch. He will. Ball forward. Third walk of the game for Justin Fallon, and he does set the table. Caden Shanks ripped a double and scored a run in his last appearance. He's walked and flown out. He gets another AB, but is he going to get a different pitcher? As Coach for Lawrence County is not happy as he makes his way out to the mound. He knows what we know. This is the dangerous part of the order for Upperman.
Yeah, they absolutely cannot let another run get across here for the Bees. Can't let that insurance run get across, and then give your pitcher for Upperman in the top of the 7th a little more insurance to play with.
And he's kind of holding the ball out there. Is Mays. Is coach going to take it is the question. Caden Shanks, he ripped that double down the right field line. Thought it could have been a triple, but it was a really nice job in right to get to it by Kason Smith. But Mays just got a word of advice. He stands in. The problem is you can't just walk Shanks because looming behind him is Chris Worsing, who's another 400 hitter.
Yeah, and then you'd have a runner in scoring position with a lot of speed and Fallon.
Yeah, I would be surprised if Justin Fallon didn't try to take off. He stole a couple of bases already today. Pretty easily safe at second his first time. He stays put for now. That one bounces in. A great block by Cope behind the dish.
That wasn't even a block. That was a pick it and hope he got it, and that's exactly what he did.
He had to go a long way to get that one. Nicely done. Fallon takes his lead. He's got a left-handed pitcher looking at him. Stays put. That one's across for strike one. 1-1.
Yeah, a good pitch there on the outside part of the plate. Shanks was watching it the whole way.
Tullahoma fans starting to trickle in here.
There's a lot of fans out here.
The 1-1. That one misses low. 2-1 here to Shanks.
Cab County in attendance as well. Obviously, they'll be coming up next.
The Cab County faithful are here. The Tullahoma faithful are here. Upperman's here. Lawrence County's here. It must be a region tournament. Excitement in the air on a beautiful day for high school baseball. The 2-1. Low and outside. 3-1. And now a hitter's count to maybe the best hitter in the classification.
Yeah, and you mentioned it. Runner on first. Kane Shanks at the plate, and you've got Chris Worsing standing on deck.
Worsing's due for a hit in this one. 3-1. Outside. Oh, my goodness gracious. Even the scoreboard operator took the count off the screen, and now it's 3-2. That's a gift. That one was low and outside pretty clearly. Runner takes his lead over there at first. The payoff pitch. Swung on by Shanks. Sent out. Right fielder is there, and he makes the catch. Remember that swing as we come back into the 7th. Last chance for the Wildcats when we come back. Coverage of this game is presented by the Southwell Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Here we go. Top of the 7th inning. It's 5-3 Upperman. Alec Wilson back on, trying to convert the save. He got a one-pitch out to finish the last inning with 2 in scoring position. Now he's got a tall task. Emerson, Bedford, Bentley, 1, 2, 3. Due up for the Wildcats. Winner advances on to the title game at 12 o'clock on Saturday. Losers back against the wall. 3 o'clock on Saturday against the loser of our next game. You win the first 2 games, you're on to sub-state. You got to win 2 games in this tournament one way or another to advance on. 2 out of the 4 teams that are here will do it. You win today, you're a whole lot closer to getting there. You only got to win 1 on Saturday to get it done.
Emerson, Bedford, Bentley. That's a strong law firm name. Alec Wilson going to try to sit them all down here in order and get this one over with quickly in the 7th.
Emerson has singled and scored a run. He's bunted and then gotten out on runner's interference, and he has reached on an error. But then the runner got thrown out trying to stretch it home after he reached on that error. First pitch breaking ball. That's sick. In there for strike 1 from Alec Wilson.
Yeah, that starts at the face of Emerson. Breaks all the way on the inside corner. Really good pitch there.
The 0-1. Fastball going outside. He missed. 1-1. I thought that was a strike at the end of the last inning. That was a big call against Caden Shanks. Would have been a walk. Instead, he flew out on the next pitch. The 1-1 breaking ball. This one's roped foul. 1-2. Wilson goes ahead, and this is where he's at his best. Going to be in the mid-70s with a fastball. He's got the curveball to go along with it. It is location, location, location for a pitched contact hitter who trusts his defense behind him. Chris Worsing's over at first base with Carson Holroyd back in right. The 1-2 fastball, weakly rolled foul, will do it again.
Yeah, and he's at Emerson ahead on that breaking ball. It's time to get the fastball a little bit. Fouled it off that time. So he can kind of still go to whatever he wants to here on 1 and 2.
If you need a rally, this is what you want if you're Lawrence County. Top of the order coming up. But Upperman certainly loves the fact that they're in the lead right now. The 1-2. Got him chasing it low, but it gets away from Allison. And Emerson with so much speed on the pass ball. The wild pitch is going to advance on. Get the Birdies Lounge strikeout. But the tying run comes to the plate here for Lawrence County. And Alex Bedford, who has singled twice and walked, reached in all 3 appearances so far, but then tried to steal home back in the 5th and was caught out by a mile by rookie Allison.
Cooked. Yeah, and for Alec Wilson, you made the pitch you wanted to. You got him to swing at it, and Allison just not able to keep it in front.
First pitch in. Caught a ball. Must have been low.
And this Lawrence County team, they're no stranger to this position. They actually played Tullahoma in the regular season, played them here in a doubleheader, and we're tied 4-4.
The 1-0, that one misses low, and it's 2-0 now. Alec Wilson trying to battle Bedford at the plate. Potential go-ahead run is in the on-deck circle here for Lawrence County.
And in that game, tied 4-4 at the end of 7, put up 5 in the top of the 8th to win that game 9-4.
The 2-0 got him chasing the letter-high fastball. 2-1. Runner at first, Emerson, for the drop third strike. And this deep backstop, man, there was no chance to get back to it for rookie Allison. Here comes the 2-1. Good pitch at the knees for strike 2, and it's 2-2. The crowd is into it right now here.
It's a big game, really big game.
You're on the doorstep of Sub-State if you win this game. Here comes the 2-2. Call! Strike 3 on the inside corner with a fastball. The Birdies Lounge strikeout. Second in a row for Alec Wilson.
Yeah, that was 2 in a row that Bedford really disagreed on. The first one he kind of turned around, look at his coach. That one he's actually backing up on, but that was a really good pitch by Wilson, painting the inside part of the zone.
And the second you turn around like that,
yep,
if it's close, you probably better swing at it. And now Isaiah Bentley stands in. First pitch curveball misses inside by a tick, maybe a little up as well. 1-0. Runner at first with 1 out now. Double play ends it. Bentley trying to park one and tie the game. He's got the power. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. It was an awkward handoff from Allison on the transfer, and that allows the stolen base for Emerson. But quite frankly, the attention for Upperman is in the batter's box right now in a 2-run ball game.
Yeah, you got the tying run at the plate. That's the guy you're focusing on. The runner on second does not matter.
2-0 pitch coming here to Isaiah Bentley. Fastball sent up into the air. Should be grabbable. Justin Fallon ranges over, but under it is Holroyd. He makes the catch. Lawrence County down to their final out tonight. The Bees on the doorstep of the region championship game.
And Justin Fallon almost came all the way over and took it from Holroyd. Looked like he tried to call him off a couple of times. Holroyd was camped under it for quite some time. Good job by Holroyd to hold his ground as well, camping underneath it and catch it for the second out.
Truett Kidd now trying to extend the game. He's reaching a fielder's choice. He was hit by a pitch, and he grounded out in the 5th. First appearance against Alec Wilson, trying to complete the save. First pitch in, called strike 1 right there, 0-1. 2 strikes away for Upperman. Again, you do not advance by winning this game, but you get a lot closer. The 0-1. Must have been a tick outside, 1-1.
You win this game, and you have 2 chances to get to Sub-State on Saturday. Even if you lose that first one, you'll have a chance in the second.
1-1 breaking ball. Got him going after it. 1-2. Wildcats down to their final strike tonight. Alec Wilson for the win. Swung on, rolled over. Shanks is there. Throw to first is in time. And the Upperman Bees advance on to the Region 4 3A Tournament Championship game. Your final score, Upperman 5, Lawrence County 3. And we welcome you into the Southwell Auto Clinic post-game show. The Southwell Auto Clinic are your hometown auto doctors. Jacob, Lawrence County struck first. They took the 1-0 lead. Then they took the 3-1 lead. And after they took that 3-1 lead, after that point, Upperman started to control the game, and they get out of here with another victory. And I think more than anything else, their experience shined through in this ball game tonight.
And I'll tell you what, you got to give a tip of the cap to Alec Wilson, because the last time that he pitched in this stadium was his freshman season 2 years ago against Tullahoma, and he got lit up in that game. He comes in a really big situation in the 6th, gets one pitch, gets the out, comes in here into the 7th, and able to get a quick few outs to get out of the game and win it by 2 runs. And now you give yourselves a chance to win the region title at noon on Saturday. Even if you don't win that one, you'll have another chance at 6 o'clock later on that night to get to the sub-state game. Alec Wilson doing a good job, but you said it too. Lawrence County just shot themselves in the foot so many times in this game. They had leads in this one, and you said it, because that experience has paid off for Upperman. The tough schedule has paid off for Upperman. They never lost their cool. They stayed level-headed, and it gave them a chance to win this game, and they won it.
Upperman now on the doorstep of a return trip to the sub-state game. They'll face off against the winner of Tullahoma and DeKalb County. That game coming up in about 30 minutes. 7 o'clock first pitch, back here live on the main UCR Facebook page, YouTube channel, and the NFHS Network. But first, it's time for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. You've got a choice to make in this one, Jacob.
I think I'm going to go rookie Allison in this one. He came up in a couple of big hits, went 2 for 3, drove in the run, and in that latter part of the game, and he really needed a couple of those hits, and there were a couple
caught
times.
The runner trying to steal home.
Caught the runner trying to steal home. So I'm going to go rookie Allison in this one. You said it. There could have been so many guys that we saw some really good pitching performances. Justin Fallon was really good at the plate, drawing the 3 walks, scoring a couple of runs. Kane Shanks had a big hit in there as well. He scored a couple of runs. I'm going to go rookie Allison with this one.
Rookie Allison is the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Upperman advance on to the region championship game at noon on Saturday. They'll have 2 chances. If they were to lose that game, they'd have another chance later on at 6 o'clock, but if they win it, it's over. They would win the region. Coming up next, 7 o'clock first pitch, back here live on this same page, as DeKalb County looks to continue their Cinderella run, and they take their crack at the District 8 AAA regular season and tournament champion Tullahoma Wildcats. We'll have all the action for you from Tullahoma. But in the final score of our first game tonight, it is Upperman 5, Lawrence County 3. The Bees advance on once again. I'm Noah McKay for Jacob Vincent to my left and everybody at UCR. Talk to you all in just